It's
but I can
only
do a
limited
little
by your
bit.
creativity.
Is what?
I mean, we haven't really run into a...
No, that's what I've had this whole time, and it's been
that's
shit.
why I haven't. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
I'm going to drop that for message.
Well, Kyle's gone. There's just a ghost chair now.
I see Aries, so it's better.
Welcome back to the continuation of this campaign whose title I can't really say yet because you guys haven't really found out the name of the islands you're on. It's fine. But we're joined by everyone today, minus David, so we'll be our Bird Prince short today. But, everyone else is here. We're gonna have a good time. I guess. Oh, there comes Kyle.
There comes Kyle.
Check out those games, ladies. Sorry, he's taken.
Kyle, we started.
Nope, he can't hear you. His headphones aren't on. But now he'll know that we've started.
Fancy
and we were
drink.
talking about him on live TV.
That's cool. Most people do.
Is your mic still not working?
Very quiet, sir. No, I can hear him. He's just very quiet.
Well,
We just need to turn up take the volume from the TV.
you can turn it up some, but it'll just be blaring at me.
Oh.
Because I thought I turned him up pretty high on here. Hold on. Oh, now I have to minimize it. Oh. There you go. Kyle, can you say hi to everyone on the internet?
Hello, everyone on the internet.
I've turned him up to max, so...
Okay.
It is what it is. So anyway, when we last left off, you guys were in the middle of a horrific murder forest.
Yep.
You had just wiped out a small troop of blights. Your bird friend has been knocked unconscious and revived multiple times.
Bird.
And you discovered 3 goat corpses strung up by vines through their necks in the trees above. So,
Cool.
scene.
How many of us are there? Are there 6 of us? So we need 3 more.
Well, so David's here, but he's
Do we need...
maybe lost some
3
brain power
more?
from...
We could look for
It's like a
more
gut check.
animals.
That's a
or we could
solid
just
gut check.
That's
the
a
3
20 on
people
gut
go
check.
and
Do we
meet
need
with them.
3 more?
You're gut checking right now?
Yeah.
You feel like 1 is probably enough for the whole party.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to grab cut down one of those goats.
Yeah.
I guess you can use mage. And,
I mean, I...
Don't whisper at him.
oh, yeah.
We're not trying to keep secrets.
Sorry.
We could take all 3 goats, sew them together into a human centigoat, and use that as our sacrifice and really impress them.
I like that.
I mean, but you know what the true option is you cut down 1 goat, use it for the sacrifice, and then you appease your hungerless bird god by letting him liquefy and then drink all of the
That's
goats.
right.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, Avum spider liquefied the insides of one of the...
He turned a wolf
Wolves.
into a go-gurt.
Yeah, drink it like a go-gurt.
It's gross.
Ugh.
We're all a little scarred.
It was pretty horrific.
That's the real reason he's not here
Oh yeah,
today. He's in
forgot to do
timeout.
this. Haha.
Stringer, can you use your mage hand to knock that goat down?
I can if it's within 30 feet.
It is within 30 feet.
Alright, then I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Mage Hand and just kind of like pull on the vine.
kind of like, just gonna slap it around a
it
little
can
bit.
only
Knock
move
it
10
out.
pounds, so it's got to
Oh,
find like,
right.
a weak
Oh.
point. It can't just go up there and just yank it down.
Oh, okay, in that case, it can't get it down.
No, it's not strong enough. We'll
Oh,
have
okay.
to get up there ourselves.
If only we had an archer!
What would an archer? Why would you just...
Shoot
gonna
down
shoot
the
it down?
vines?
Like, why...
Is she
We
gonna
can just
shoot the
climb
vine?
up there. That
It
would
would
just
be
waste
so much
arrows.
cooler that we could get the arrow back.
Could you?
Good, yeah.
Mage hand, maybe.
When you shoot 1 arrow, you technically always lose it.
You can't
You only can ever get
retrieve.
half your ammo back when you retrieve it.
Oh, okay.
Rounded down. So if
Gotcha.
you shoot 1 arrow, that arrow is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
Unless there are special arrows that are like, you retrieve every one of these you shoot unless they are actually destroyed. But wood arrows are the sissiest little arrows.
Okay. Then never mind. Who's a good climber?
I'm pretty good.
Athletics?
Who's athletics?
I'm okay.
Who feels athletic? I feel like our fighters are probably pretty
man.
athletic.
Fighter, we only have
Shut
one
up.
fighter.
Damn it,
Good
that's right.
athletics, but I have terrible dex. So if it's a dex check, then
Does Avum have any abilities that could...
Athletics is based on
Avum, you
strength.
realize, has disappeared.
Okay.
Is this concerning to us?
He probably went back to the boat to...
Just walked off in
He's
the
probably
forest.
fine.
I mean, he did that
Oh,
before.
I guess I should have done the intro of since Artemis and Prometheus were asleep on the boat for just days, I guess.
Oh, that's right.
They pull back their covers and they realize that their covers are not their blankets anymore, but instead leaves and twigs and brambles.
How we're gonna do this?
Teleported them to
The
us.
party hears rustling nearby in the woods.
What's that?
Is it another
No
blight?
idea.
I investigate the rustling.
You see that it is Avum, sorry. You see that it's Prometheus and Artemis waking up from some much needed beauty rest in the woods. Twigs and
Seems
brambles.
someone has cast a spell of plot convenience.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was something that the DM, or God in this case, had planned from the get-go, but people on the boat haven't touched enough things to learn the answer to.
Plot convenience.
It's true. Well, we were
A
kind
level
of
10
rushed
spell.
off the boat.
Yes, because we want to get stuff done.
Yeah, so
All
I
right.
right. touch everything on the boat if you
Make smarter checks.
So, who's good at climbing? I say again.
I
Pretty decent.
I can use Radiant Soul and grow wings from my back for a minute and fly.
It's like
I think that's
climbing,
overkill.
but cheating.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of beat up after this fight. We might need to
Oh,
yeah.
go
yeah.
rest after
I'm
this anyway.
like on
so,
death's door.
I feel like garbage.
so yeah, Artemis, do that. Let's just cheat
You
this and
do
get that goat
that.
down.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my Radiant Soul.
All
And I won't be
right.
able to use it again until I finish a long rest. And go take my little short sword and cut the rope.
All right, you cut down the rope, and all of the corpses just off the end of each of the vines and just slap a dap onto the ground.
Oh, they were like skewered like
Yes,
a
Yeah,
String.
he
neck.
said they were strung through the neck.
It's not
Oh.
used fun effects.
Yeah.
Gross. Anyway,
Hopefully nobody was standing underneath that.
Oh, they all were, but all
Only Avon.
they all
Well,
were.
yeah.
Even-
No, Avon's
He's-
gone. He
he's
disappeared.
gone. all right. Well, goats.
These are goats.
These are goats.
You have goats.
We have goats.
Goats X3 in inventory.
Sweet. So
All
let's,
right, let's get out of this forest.
yeah,
I grabbed 2 of them.
big man,
Okay.
big goat man.
He picks up 2 of the goats.
All right, one of you guys get the other one.
I'll
Nobody
pick
wants
up.
to go
I
on
pick up
goat
a goat.
duty?
I pick up the last goat.
You have a bag of holding.
Can I hold an entire goat?
Yes.
A
bag of
like a
holding?
bag of holding version 1 can hold like 1,000 pounds of material,
Oh,
It
yeah.
I
can't,
forgot
it
you had
can't be
that.
anything larger than
like 10 feet in diameter or
it's.
something.
You can't hold anything larger than a 10 by 10 cube.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot you had that.
Throw these in this bag. Does the bag have the weight of
A
the
bag.
things in it? Just
No,
have a
just
bag.
the weight
Just a
of
bag.
Have a bag.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's just if you were to open it, there would just be 3 bloody goats lying at the bottom of this pocket dimension.
That's fine.
Well, no, you can't even. You can't look
you can't
into
look
a bag
into
of
it.
holding.
Because okay,
A bag of holding looks like a nebulous black hole. The way it works is you go, I want to grab a dead goat, and then it just comes into your hand.
because you can get into a bag of holding and like organize all your stuff.
Well, you'll also be suffocating.
Yeah, so like
You can't. There's nothing to organize.
It's magically
Everything is
organized.
perfectly set to your brain.
Okay. I just remember in older versions, people like getting into their bags of holding and like moving all their stuff around and
Well,
then
that's
getting back.
that's just weird, dumb flavor text stuff.
Yeah.
But as
Right,
far as
well,
mechanics go,
We're all about weird, dumb flavor
you can
text
you
stuff
can put people who aren't good at sneaking into your bag of holding and then walk around with them,
for 10 minutes until they run out of air.
and then they die.
But
Or-
those
or
10
they,
minutes.
or they come out.
No, they'll die.
Oh.
Okay. They just die immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You can't grab a jar of oxygen and put it in there for them.
I mean, you
They
could
can
use
go
like
scuba diving
you could
in
use,
the
like, the,
bag of
the
holding.
bubblehead spell or
Well, they had a hose coming out of the bag of holding.
the not needing to breathe spell.
It's weird. That's not really how it works. Is like there's not a physical connection between things going in and out. It's supposed to just be what's in there is in there, what's outside is outside of it, and then the person holding it can then command stuff out.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, I got this bag of goats.
Bag of
Ooh,
goats.
bag of goats.
Let's-
What time is it?
Late.
It's like 3. You're feeling that like 2:30 feeling right now.
Need that 5
Well,
hour energy.
The
Okay.
boat's pretty far south of
Whoa.
us. Do you guys just want
Whoa. This is a rain house now.
Do you guys just want to stop at the inn with the soft dirt and just sleep there?
I mean, the boat's not
Like a
much
long
further.
rest? Are we taking long rest?
I don't know. I was just
I'm
trying
feeling
to
a
get
long
'cause
rest.
People said like sleep on the soft dirt. It's cool.
Yeah, let's go sleep on the soft dirt.
But our boat's free.
I don't understand why we wouldn't just go to the boat. But
With a
Alright.
bed.
Fine.
For
And possible
funsies.
jugs. I need a jug.
There's no
Bits and
pleasure
bobs.
district here on the island. Sorry. That's what you hear one of the villagers say that as you're walking through town.
Oh, we're back? Okay.
Why
You
would
start
we?
walking.
Oh.
You have to walk through town to get to the boat.
Yeah, but okay. I don't know like
I head back
why
to the
that
boat.
person shouted that at us.
Because he heard him saying, I need to find I need impossible jugs.
I said a jug.
No, first you said impossible jugs, a jug. Because you're talking about, oh my god. It's on the recording. We can watch it
Okay.
later.
Play it back.
I've
I
already
don't
done
think
that
I
to
said the
William.
word impossible.
Or incredible jugs. You used an adjective that could be misconstrued as though you were talking about a lady's breasts.
I don't think I did, but it's not important.
It's not important. None of this is. This is why we're taking a break for like 8 months after this.
So we head back to the boat.
To the boat.
You're back at the boat.
Yes.
You've done
Did
it.
it!
It's about making micro goals.
It is.
So what do we want to do now, guys?
Might be a good idea to take a rest, kind of reorganize, recenter ourselves, and
I like
Then-
a rest.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like
Well-
shit right now.
we'll need lumber later, I guess, to make the pitchforky thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to take a long rest.
I mean, if we've got some time, this armor's been really weird, and I kind of want to examine it more since we don't know a lot about it.
Okie doke. What's everyone else doing?
I go back to my room and search for a jug.
There's no jugs
some
in
of
the
us
room.
could go into town and see if we could get the lumber.
Just look around the whole boat, see what you find, see what you don't find.
Yeah,
you
we can
know?
check out the boat. I don't feel like we've
Find,
explored
figure out
enough
the boat
of
systems.
We do also need lumber, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's an entire forest.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so who wants to go to town?
I'll go to town with him.
Also, couldn't we just
Okay.
take one of the tridents from the Tao's camp, take the animal off of it, and just put our animal on it?
Right, I guess, but it feels like we're cheating.
They
at
might
totem.
construe that as disrespect, though.
Yeah.
What
That feels
about the
like
ones
cheating.
that are like rotten to the bone?
Seems like a gamble not worth taking.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm with Mr. Ganjur on that. It seems not great.
Cool. All right, so we're
All
going.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to who's going to town? Mr. Gantroon?
Not me.
I am. Bert.
Okay.
Forgot my name.
Prometheus, Bert, Mr. Gantroon, go to town.
At the top of your sheet.
I can sort of hear you
I can too.
intermittently. Okay, you're going to town as well?
Yes.
Okay, you go to town, the other two stay on the boat.
Yes.
Alright, so on the boat, what are you doing, Rain?
What are you doing? Are you resting?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's up with this armor because it was doing weird stuff in our last fight.
I can explore more of the boat. Where have we've been to what the
You've been all
armory
over
and
the
we've
boat.
been we have?
You've been to the galley, you've been on the deck, you've been in the armory, you've been to your room, you've been to Shem's room. What other room?
That's the entire boat.
And the cabin, and then the crew cabins too.
What all do you think this is a boat? This isn't a cruise liner.
I don't know.
You said we needed the boat to learn the boat systems, so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what she's trying to learn.
Yeah, okay. She's doing it wrong. I told you I get try some other stuff. There's other place on this island you haven't been yet.
Well, then never mind. I go with them into town.
Okay, so you're in town. Everyone's in town, but you. What are you doing?
Do I need to roll some Arcana checks on this armor? I'm gonna roll Arcana checks on this armor.
Okay.
How many do I need to roll? Because that one's 21.
Okay. You recognize, based on your prior experience with the armor, that is an armor that seems to boost the wearer's attack power the more damage they receive. Some could call it a berserker's armor.
How'd you identify that arm? asking is that I went to get coffee.
Oh, because I rolled an Arcana check on it?
I thought we did that.
He did, but then he also got extra information because he experienced the effect of it
Okay.
in the fight.
Gotcha.
Because every time he would start losing health, and we'd be like, yeah, then people would be like, healing word, and I'm like, never mind.
Homie, you going down?
Mm-hmm. Alright. Is that all I
That's
learned?
all you learned.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, back in town.
Then I'm just basically gonna
Ironclad
go to
pacing.
I'm gonna go to my room and just
Ironclad.
basically go to sleep for the rest of the day.
All right, good.
'Cause I'm
Good night.
tired and I don't feel good.
All right.
Who said that?
All right, so Gantroon and crew are there in the town. The few small buildings there are. I'm sure that Bert's eyes are peeled for jugs. Unfortunately, no jugs are to be seen.
Such a common item.
Such a common
So
item
hard
that's
to
not
find.
on this item. Silent. So, what are you guys looking for? What are you doing?
Well, I suppose we should check the mining shop first. They might have something useful.
Or might be able to point us in the direction of what we're looking for.
All right. You head to the miner's friend.
What's that dude's name?
You open the door, no bell again, and he sees you now. That you're a big old crew of dudes, and he's like, hey, whatever voice I used before.
Hey, guy whose name I totally remember.
Yeah, I'm sure you all remember my name because it's great. It was a cool name. And if you don't remember, it might hurt me and our relationships to come.
Yeah, it's
But-
a good thing I remembered it, but didn't write it down.
So you're still alive. So you didn't get killed by one faction or the other. You guys smell like dead goats.
We've had a bit of a day, yes.
That is an accurate assessment.
Here to buy some more of my fanciful goods. I got a new shipment of weapons from the other night.
New shipment.
You might have what we're looking for then. We're hoping to find a trident or the materials from which to construct one.
Well, we don't need a trident. We need like a large wooden.
It's more like a wooden
Like a
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
Yeah.
Yeah, but large enough to hold like an entire goat on.
It's a wooden totem sculpture.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I didn't write that.
Like less.
down.
I imagine less of a pitchfork, more like a Y with a.
It's how I
Little
guess
pike.
how I have it
I
drawn
might
here is
remember,
it's
but I brought
like
the
a
wrong
stake.
notebook and I don't want
It's
to
literally just the thing from Bloodborne, like the stake, and then it just has like the two prongs pointing out one side and one in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a big sort of like a Y with a center. spike
What
on it.
they described.
Yes.
So that,
Well,
that thing.
I don't really carry anything like that, but I know what you're talking about. They're just right over there, leading up to those weird Talos camp people. You could probably just pluck one out of the earth and use it.
Are you sure that wouldn't offend them?
I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I mean, your better luck would be to wander deeper into the spooky forest and just cut down some trees.
I like the
We'd-
first option better.
I
We'd
was
heard-
right. I shout from my bed.
Will
your
take
sleep.
1d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
We had heard some people had defected to the
Four.
Talos camp and built their own totem.
So when I wake up, I'm -4 HP.
No, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You just have a really bad dream. You're seeing your mom's butt the whole time.
Oh man.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
We had heard some people had defected to the. I guess defected is the right word. To the Talos camp and built their own totems. Did you see how they went about building those at all?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Okay. I explained when we talked to that other guy. I was just,
Oh,
I was
okay.
just
Well,
asking.
I actually haven't anything to do with those weird bird mercenary guys, so they've never even stopped in my store. They look like a rascally bunch.
Oh, what jerks! You have so many good weapons they could have used.
I think they had some pretty good weapons. Whatever crew hires them will be in pretty good shape if there's ever like a boarding pirate fight or something like that. But I'm sure it would cost a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Well, turning to everybody else, you guys want to go grab us a totem then, I guess?
Are we doing that
Well,
now?
if
or
we're
do we
going
want
to
to
do
wait
that,
for
I
Stringer?
suppose we should wait until we have the whole party together.
Well, how far outside of town are like the totems? When do they start?
Oh, the totems when you're heading towards the Talos camp are about 2 miles out.
Okay, so it'll take some time.
Yep.
All right, yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah. We might
So-
wait till we have the whole party. Or the whole party is not feeling like shit.
Yeah. Back to the camp then, gents. Boat, not
Oh,
camp.
Seems
Or
like
camp
a good
on the
plan.
boat.
We appreciate your information, good sir.
You're welcome. So no buying anything, huh? Just came in to talk.
You know what?
We just like
I'm gonna
you.
give you 1 piece of gold just as a thanks for your time.
You're a nice person, Mr. Gantrude.
That is my name. Thank you.
Yes. I remembered. Because I always remember names because friends remember each other's names.
Indeed they do, good sir.
Just
We're
ask
all
him what his name
friends.
is.
That's right.
Before I leave, I ask, was there a bell on your door that's missing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never had a bell.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Would you like a bell?
I mean, sure. I wouldn't say no to it. I've been to some off-island stores, and it's always nice to hear the little ding-a-ling. And I'm surely not busy enough that I'd be like, all the time ding-a-ling until I fall deep into a pit of insanity due to the ding-a-linging, until that's all I can hear.
I'll see what I can
Bell
do for you,
madness
bud.
is a real
Look out for a
problem in a
bell.
busy shop.
Alright.
Yeah, when you described the door opening, I thought you were saying like there was a bell missing.
But there's nothing you guys need or want? What
You happen to
looking
have a
for?
jug?
Let me look. He bends down.
Come to think of it.
He bends down and looks under his desk thing here. Ah! Psh! No, I don't have any. Sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, next time maybe. I should just gather the pieces and spend weeks mending it back together slowly. 1 inch at a time.
We can do 1 meter at a time.
I thought it was less than that, or it was a foot at a time. I don't know. Either way, like
It's just
each
a single
piece at a
crack.
time. Yeah.
But anyway, so
Let's do some quick math. How many pieces? How many lines?
all right. So you guys are heading back to the boat.
Yeah.
We could go and check the tavern. Certainly they would have a jug there.
That's a good point. That's the thing people use to carry liquids in.
And also, the alchemist who is staying at the tavern, we could try to give another go at now that we have different members in our party, and the drunken fool that offended him so
I didn't offend
is
him.
not with
Psychic damage.
is not
my
with
God.
us anymore.
Now you will have psychic damage.
That's an excellent idea, Mr. Gantry.
Wake up
Let's
with, now
head to
the
the
butt, now
tavern.
there's your dad's butt too.
Oh man.
Yeah. They're just into each other. Yeah. Don't break the rules and you won't see your parents' butts in your dreams.
So,
I'm glad no one clips anything on this channel.
You said we had a bunch of clips.
Yeah, but no one clips a definitive thing. They always just do a 30-second one. No one watches it.
Okay.
Alright.
So head to the tavern?
Head to the tavern.
To the tavern.
To the tavern.
Alright.
Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to mess this up too.
Alright, so you,
Wow.
you walk.
Ouch.
Mr. Negative over here.
You were the
Mr.
ones who.
Psychic Damage over
You were the
here!
ones
This is
who
why
just
we don't
had
bring
a
you to talk to
like,
alchemists.
A screaming conversation outside of his room for 5 minutes about how we were going to convince him to get on our boat.
That was you.
You
You
were
were there.
Okay, now you're taking psychic damage for talking
3
to the
more.
man who's also not there.
Yeah, as I walk in, I think about our last interaction.
Alright.
So stupid.
So you are now all in the weathered pick. Kind of walk in, also no bell. So you're there, and the orc lady behind the counter kind of looks at you and kind of goes,
I go up to her and I inquire about a jug, if she might have any jugs that I could purchase.
Do you phrase it exactly like that?
No, it was
I think
being
you do.
descriptive.
Roll a charisma check to see if
Yes.
What was my... Oh, just pure charisma or persuasion?
Pure charisma, because you're not trying to persuade her to.
Solid 9.
Nice. Do a reflex save.
This dice is terrible.
I'm about to get
14.
smacked.
Yeah, it's 11. Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
It's 3.
You take 8 physical damage as she just slaps you across the head indignantly
Why?
and scoffs.
Okay. But so I still ask those questions. Like, asking her if she has a jug that I could purchase.
Like just a thing that holds liquid.
Yeah.
I don't really have any that I can sell. I don't have an excess amount of jugs.
You don't have any extra jugs?
I mean, if you want to buy one, it's going to be 10 gold. That's going to leave me short-handed, and I don't get supplies in. I have to literally make my own.
You make the jugs yourself?
Yeah, like a
Oh.
pottery thing.
Nice. Yeah, I could do 10 gold for that.
Okay, then. There you go.
Does it have liquid in it?
Yeah.
Cool. What's in it?
Seems to be sort of just kind of a stale, flat beer that's just in there.
Thank you very much. This jug will go to good use.
All right. Good talk.
I put that into my bag.
The liquid will spill out
Of
if it's not covered.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
bag?
because you're like dropping it into oblivion, so like the liquid will spill out.
It doesn't. I guess I just assumed it like held it in some sort of stasis.
You can still get out all of that liquid, but you'll have to like jet it out of your bag. Any loose liquid is held as liquid.
Oh, okay.
So
Does it have a? I guess I look at the jug. Does it have a top or
it's
anything?
just like a pouring jug.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Then I'll just hold it then.
Okay.
Actually, would anyone like a drink? I'll look around the tavern. Is there anyone else?
Free?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour that man a drink.
Well, 4 miners at the table are like, yeah!
Pour them some drinks.
Nice. You pour the jug is now empty, and you've made 4 friends who are like, you!
I'm like, you guys, you're the real heroes. And put the jug in my bag.
Okay. You have a bag jug.
Worth it.
Nice. Now what?
Well, do we want to go and speak with the alchemist again?
Should we come
I
up
don't
with
even
a
think
plan
it's
before
been a
we...
day
before-
since we talked to him, right?
I did have one thought. We could ask him if there's anything he needs assistance with. We are an able-bodied crew, and while we do not have an enormous amount of wealth to throw around, perhaps there's something he needs done that we could take
It's true.
care of.
We got to squabble
If I
quite
could
quick.
speak properly.
If you want to do that, Mr. Gantroon, I'll let you do the talking. You have some business background, I think.
I do.
Alright, so Mr. Gantroon, you're going to head up the stairs?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll go with him and assist.
You can't assist in talking to people.
Okay. I give off good vibes.
Yes. So, okay,
the hype man.
so is everyone going upstairs?
Do we all need to?
I'm just asking if you are
I
going
am.
upstairs. So 2 of them have gone up.
Yes.
Cool, the whole gang goes up the stairs.
Yeah, it's the same mistake as last time.
No, last time we had David with us.
Alright, you're out in front of his door.
I will knock as politely as possible.
Alright, do the knock for me then. Who out there is ever doing show 2 knocks? Better knock it off!
I apologize, Mr. Alchemist. I thought it was a fanciful knock, but it seems not to have been to your
Was it
taste.
Jameer?
We
Yeah, with
came
Jymm.
back hoping to speak with you one more time. We might be able to persuade you to aid us, and perhaps we could do something in return for you.
I have
Jameer the
given you
Alchemist,
my
yeah.
terms.
Well, we're not the wealthiest party, but we are a very able-bodied crew, and it occurred to us that perhaps there are some tasks you need taken care of on the island, but are too difficult for you to do alone.
This price was 2,000,
We
right?
could
Yeah,
perhaps
something like
run
that.
some quests for you, find some difficult items that you've been looking for. Is there anything of this nature we could do for you in exchange for your assistance?
I am looking for a number of things. I'm looking for 2,000 gold if you want me to do this for you.
And nothing else.
I don't need anything else. I have my own little paradise beyond this door. And if you don't want to offer me travel off this ship, eventually this problem will sort itself out and someone will come. So
Eventually, but how long could that be?
I can wait a very long time.
Your patience is impressive. Inspiring.
Fair enough. Well,
Good
we
day
just
then.
give him gold.
Have a good one.
Saluting to the guy behind the closed door. All
I
right.
felt it.
He felt-
It's like how they can see your smile through the phone.
Did he feel it? He did feel it.
He did.
He's like, I don't remember enlisting in the military. Mm. Alright, so you're out in the hallway, outside Jameer's door. He has stated his terms plainly, in common. He requires from you payment for his services and then travel off the island. But it is completely up to
There's
you.
no way around this. If we want his help, we'll have to pay. Should we just go ahead and pay him?
I think we
Well,
could.
We haven't gathered any herbs or anything yet. I think
I think we've reached an impasse, and this is what we must do. Let's go ahead and make the deal.
I think we're running out of options with him.
All right, Mr.
Okay.
Alchemist. We agree to your terms. 2,000 gold and passage off of the island.
The door opens and he peeks his head out and he just sticks out his hand.
The gold is on our ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We can bring it to you, though.
And he shuts the door.
We'll be back.
Now, half later.
In the meanwhile, just to refresh my memory, we're collecting specific herbs
You
for
need
him.
you need specific herbs to make alcohol for the tavern.
Right.
And she doesn't know what ones.
And she didn't know the herbs, and he doesn't know the herbs.
You don't know what he knows. He has not talked to you about anything without payment.
Okay,
That's why he is like, I'm not doing anything for free.
gotcha. Okay, yeah. Last time everything was. I can
Yeah,
keep
everyone
track
was-
of what was going on.
Yep, there's too many people in this party.
Okay, so yeah, we'll bring back the money later.
Okay.
So
Shall we
we're
head
heading
back to the ship?
boat?
Yes,
Alright,
let's do
cool.
so.
You're back at the boat.
That's good.
You're on the boat. The boat's still there. It's where you're back to.
Sweet. Back to the boat. I think that's all the things I needed to do today. I'm going to head back to my room and do some infusion on my jug.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so is everyone else going to take a long rest?
Yes.
All right. Are you also taking a long rest, Bert?
Yeah, after I do my infusion.
All right, everyone takes the rest of the day to kind of chill and think about what's going on. Everyone gets their HP back except for Bert.
All right. In that case, before I go to sleep, I'm gonna pop 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okie doke.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's in black capitals on his character sheet on my thing.
No health for sleeping.
What's the 8?
Is this the one from Aldi or is it the one from from Walmart?
12.
Walmart.
I like the
Holy
clear
God.
berries.
Me too.
18.
I think my favorite is either peach or black cherry.
I like the peach and the black cherry. I like the cherry limeade too. It's good.
Oh, that one's alright, but I'm not really a limeade person. I never had a limeade until I came to Oklahoma. And then everywhere just seemed to have limeades, and I was just like,
I mean, it's because of Sonic, that they're so big.
but even the Sonics I'd been to, like, outside of Oklahoma,
Oh, they didn't have them.
they weren't advertised as much as they were here. So it could have just be, like, a thing they started doing after, because, like, there's in Tennessee and in Maryland were the two that I'd ever been to before coming here.
Sonic started here in Oklahoma, right? In Stillwater?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one was in Solar.
The first one's on Perkins?
Well, it's
No,
the
not
first
Hall of
Sonic
Fame.
drive-through is
Mm.
here. The first Sonic restaurant is not in Oklahoma.
Oh,
If I remember correctly, I think the first Sonic is in a mall.
Hmm.
But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Or the chat right now. Alright. So everyone wakes up feeling refreshed except for Bert, who feels normal, I guess, because he healed himself.
I'm fine.
I'm wrong. Oh, no. I'm going to take some sass damage.
Oh, alright, how much?
1d100 of sass damage.
Okay.
Does anyone own a D100?
David did.
No.
Does.
Did he? Sorry, that big ball one.
Okay, so that did...
My dice app has a D1000.
What?
Damn.
What dice app are you using?
So many D's.
It's just called Dice.
Dyson.
Classic.
Dungeons and Dyson.
That was
Your
that
sass
was
dead.
90.
All right.
I would have been sass obliterated.
On a weird side note, I saw this really cool thing. It's not in the U.S. I believe it's in one of like the Polish or Scandinavian countries, but it's this like arena you can go in to do LARPing where they have giant dice that are like foam, and you throw them, and then like it just does like the number on the ceiling, so you can just play like a giant live action thing of D&D.
That's awesome.
And like you can ask for like a number of actors to be enemies and stuff. And then like when they die, it's like you can even pay for squibs and stuff.
Nice.
But I'm sure it's really expensive. But I just saw that on a quick thing on Reddit, and I was like, oh.
That's cool.
So that's where we'll go to finish the campaign, guys. But travel is not included. You guys have to pay your own way to Sweden, Scanda, Poland.
Scanda, Poland. Same place.
All right.
It's because like Sweden, Scandinavia area is like Northern Europe, and Poland is like not.
Yep. Poland is everywhere, though, because CD Projekt Red touches all of our lives.
It's true.
All right, so it's the next morning. Dawn has broken. It's like 5 a.m. You're all a little hungry. For people who are hungry.
Also, I'm feeling a little weird. Had some crazy dreams last night.
What did you dream about?
Were they about your
Oh,
mom?
I'm still in
Your
my
mom.
I thought we were on.
Mr. Dan True, going right for it.
I'm gonna go to the mess hall.
You go to
wait,
the
instead of the
galley.
mess
Galley.
hall, I propose that we take the gold to the alchemist and then maybe have breakfast at the tavern.
Down, Mr. You hear like a sad spoon clink into a thing down in the galley, and you kind of hear Shem go, "Oh, okay."
I mean, I'm gonna eat in the galley. If
All right,
Jim's
we
already
can
there. I'm
galley.
already there, so.
I'll go with them.
All right, you head down. Whoever's heading down to the galley heads down to the galley, and you see the tables that are set up. Just like one really long table. You see Shem sitting there eating what looks to be a bowl of stew, and he's like, "Oh, good morning, lads and lasses.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Captain.
Man, this Darton fella you hired, he knows how to whip up quite a stew. The secret's a little bit of brew. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I'm feeling good." And Darton comes out of the back with this big thing. He's like, "Who's ready for breakfast? I realize we sound similar, but we're different people." And the captain's like, "I don't even hear it." All right.
Yeah, let's eat.
I'm down for some breakfast.
All right.
Sounds good.
To his own personal musical number, Darton throws out bowls to everyone and then comes by and expertly splashes ladles full of stew. And his merry band of sparrows nesters is just in the back, like, hitting spoons and ham bone into it, and it just makes the meal taste even better.
Sparrows keep.
Sure. And there you go. You have breakfast.
Wonderful stew, Captain.
Well, I
Darton.
didn't make it.
Oh, I thought you helped him make it.
Darton made it.
I mean,
Oh,
I
I
guess
thought
I
we
helped
made
in
it
the fact
together.
I let him use my alcohol, but it's meh.
Whoever made it, it was wonderful.
You're welcome, lassie. You just hear him just kind of ramboning on empty dishes. So what do you got on the plates for you today?
I think we're gonna try and hire an alchemist.
Has anyone here been having strange dreams?
I have.
Oh, what kind of dreams?
What about?
Dreaming about my parents back home, the mountains.
What's strange
Your
Your
about
parents'
that?
backs,
Well,
you
they
say.
were all naked. Everyone. All of them.
Oh,
Everyone.
okay, but anyone having dreams about the boat?
Oh, no.
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 Okay.
I haven't been having dreams, but I've not been resting well these last few days.
That is peculiar.
Is there something wrong with your mechanical parts?
Perhaps. Haven't been feeling rested after sleeping. And by rested, I mean healed.
But I've been having these dreams the last couple nights where it's all dark, and I hear a voice, and it says, "Illumination," or some such word, "can be found in the deep dark." And then I wake up and I'm not wearing pants, and it's very strange. But then I remembered I didn't go to bed wearing pants. But that's beside the point. I think the other thing is what we should be taking away from what I just said.
Do you think
Seems
it's the
like
boat
an
talking
opening.
to you?
What?
Do you think it's the boat talking to you?
It could be. I've been here by myself because all you guys are off on adventures. And I've been like, boat, Mr. Wind Eater, Mrs. Wind Eater, and nothing. So, most I've heard is when I'm conked out for the night. So it could be nice. I don't know. But just thought I should let you know. I've been reading. It's been really a lot about sand in that book. Like, it's been sand for like 40 pages, but like 40 pages with 50 pages between each of them. So I mean, there's a small chance there's not about sand, and I just keep getting all of the sand tangents, or the sangents, as I've been calling them. But I think this boat hates sand.
That is a lot about sand. But for our adventures, you haven't really been missing much. Yesterday we were just shot at by the Talos people while we tried to go to their camp, and then beaten up by some blights in the forest.
Oh. That's crazy.
It was. Heard a lot.
Is Avum okay? He's not up.
He disappeared last night. Did he come back to the boat?
He got messed up real good.
I mean, he's here, yeah. I heard him in his room. Or whatever, I don't know, bird sounds.
Well, yeah. I guess if he's in his room, he's fine. He hasn't. He didn't say anything to us. He just disappeared.
He turns to
He
Prometheus.
seems to have taken a lot of beatings.
How'd you guys get off the boat?
Beats the hell out of me. I was asleep in my room and woke up in some forest.
I know what that's like. You weren't missing any of your treasures, and you had a bunch of weird riddles written on a piece of paper, did you?
I haven't taken inventory, but I don't think so.
Okay. Because if you see any, if you find any riddle papers, ask this Mr. Gantroon fella. He found a good one. Well,
Have you learned anything about the boat, Jymm, since you've been hanging out here so long?
Just sand. And once I finish this book, which it may just be called Sand, I hate it, I'm going to move on to some of the other books. But really the only things, sand and mentions of this fellowship. Either the Shining Fellowship, the translation isn't quite in common. It's either the Shining or the Silver Fellowship. Is mentioned a bunch in the same sort of hated language as sand, so maybe the Shining Fellowship is a bunch of sand. I can't really say. I have barely been drunk when I've been reading.
Oh.
And
Putting a lot of effort into this.
I have been. You guys showed me that I was a bit of a failure, and I want to help be better.
Well, I'm
Anything
proud
you
of
can help us with
Captain.
is appreciated, Jymm.
Anytime. But alright, I'm gonna head back up to my room. Does anyone have any questions, need anything that the captain can help you with? Remember, we're gonna need probably about six more strapping bodies to get this boat ashore. Not ashore, away from shore. I might be a little drunk.
The next shore.
To the next shore, and the shore of any shore. There's many shores, I'm sure.
I think I'm good for now, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. Alright.
Good luck in your endeavors, Jymm.
Thanks. Thank you, Miss Rain. And he peg legs his way up the stairs. Heads back into his room.
Alright, so are we going after the alchemist?
Yeah, I propose we go and hire him this morning and then perhaps head to the Talos camp.
That sounds like a
Sounds like a
plan.
plan.
We must.
Are you opposed to Stringer?
I don't particularly like the Talos fellows.
Oh,
You haven't even met him yet.
I thought you were doing that for the alchemist, and I was like,
Oh no, the alchemist is fine. I
you guys
think.
talk among yourselves. I'll be right back.
But before we get going, I did a little more research on this weird armor that we found back on. Where did we find this armor?
You found
The
it in
boat
the
is
armory.
in the armory.
I mean, we found it in the armory, yeah. And I think, Prometheus, I know you have a very sturdy chassis, but I feel like this armor would be very good for you. Very good for you.
You could describe what you've learned about the armor to him.
As what I've learned from it is that even though You may get hit a little lot more. You'll certainly be dealing quite a bit more damage with it.
I mean, you can just say what it does, right?
No, I can't just go, this is Berserker's armor. You get 1d6 more damage.
But
with it.
You don't even know that's the case.
Yeah,
I thought you've learned.
What I've learned from it is
Yeah.
that when I got hit, I hit harder.
Oh, okay.
And you're a sturdy metal fellow.
I mean, he's mostly wood.
Is he?
Yes, Warforged are mostly wood.
Oh, you're a sturdy mechanical man.
They're mostly woods with inlinings of metal,
Do you have any interest in this armor?
because metal can't hold souls, but wood can.
All right, and I give the thing we're calling the Berserker's armor to Kyle.
All right. While wearing it, your AC is brought down to 10 plus your Dex modifier, regardless of what your internal chassis is. So if you wish to wear it, that's what will be your defense.
So if that's the case, he should probably
Well,
switch
okay.
his chassis to the light
So
chassis.
actually, I do have
So
a
that he's
question.
not getting
Is
the
that something
negatives from the
just-
heavy chassis.
Hold on, he's got
Yeah.
a question.
Sorry, what was the question?
So, as Warforged, right, you don't get any benefits from wearing armor. Does that include the, like, bonuses from it?
Yes, you can, because it's a magical item.
Okay, so as a Warforged wearing a magical set of armor, you still get the magical bonus?
You will still get you'll get the full effects of what this specific one is in this instance.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyone can wear this armor. Your defense will be your Dex modifier, and you will deal more damage as you receive damage. That is what you know so far.
You said it brings AC down to 10 plus Dex?
Yes, it's just as though you are wearing no armor.
But you can bring your AC up a little more if you have a shield, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but that will cut into your DPS potential of not being able to hit with two weapons.
Yeah. Plus, Kyle's a 2-weapon fighter, so I think this armor is really good for him.
This armor could drastically output his damage output.
What?
Do you mean drastically increase his damage output?
But what I was gonna say, Warforged
I told you what I
brother,
said before.
Oh, Captain Jymm, you're back.
to
Where's that
my
done?
Warforged friend, I say might take off that heavy armor plating then if you're not going to be getting the benefits from it.
Is it something you can just change?
After a long rest, we can change our
Well, he'll have to do another long rest.
integrated
then.
protection.
What are the benefits you get from heavy armor?
It's not the benefits, it's just that whenever you have it, you take a disadvantage on stealth checks. So if he's putting on...
Because that
different
armor is light armor, the Berserker armor. Because I was able to wear it.
Yeah, you can wear it.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what it is. I'm just saying anyone here can wear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is all you know.
I'm going to go back to my room and grab my studded leather and put that back on.
Okie doke. You don your armor.
Don my armor.
Don Bluth your armor.
Terrain, I'd say... I'm
Terrain.
feeling terrain. feeling a little cursed, I think is the word. haven't been feeling good after sleeping, if you know what I mean. And it happened right after we got into town and encountered those Sunni fellows.
So what do you want me to do about it?
Well, when I was investigating their bodies, I'm gonna cut off some of their hair.
Wait, is he saying this around us?
I mean, he is in the same
To
room.
her, but
Well, it's
yeah.
kind of creepy. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, I was gonna see what happened. I didn't know if it was magical.
Are you trying to just whisper this just to her?
No, not to
so,
whisper.
So
no.
then yeah, you can hear him.
That's creepy as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I thought they had some magical shit going on. That was data collection.
So you thought of all the magical things on this body, the hair was the most magical, and so
Yeah.
you cut that off and kept it.
No, I wanted to cut the hair and see if anything would happen.
Dart
What
comes
happened?
back out with the stew pot.
Nothing.
Anyone want seconds?
I do.
All right, here you go. And of course, laddie, the thing's going to cause worse is we need hair in here. And she walks back off.
Indeed.
What did he just say?
I didn't hear what he said.
I purposely made it sound really weird,
Mm-hmm.
but I cut the down hair.
Cut the carpet.
Okay.
But anyway, that
Because in
happened.
voodoo, that is a traditional ingredient is pubic hair.
We got,
Anyway.
So, I'm sorry to butt in.
yes, you're doing that.
You cut off the hair from a member of an organization that places beauty above almost all things, and all of them had very long hair.
Yes. I don't know if I knew that much about their organization when they cut their hair off, but yes.
I mean, we know that
We
much
know
about
that they've all
Suni,
got sick hair.
Yeah, but this is like right after we got
But
to
we
the
know from
island.
Suni that she loves beauty.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, I was saying when it happened.
Okay,
But anyway.
but-
yes, I did that.
So, what if, since you defiled the body of one of Suni's followers, it's divine retribution?
Yeah, I have a feeling that's what's going on.
That's not quite a curse. Just
Oh,
pointing
okay.
that out.
Okay, fair.
Well, how would we rectify that?
How would we rectify that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a man of science.
That's why I was asking. Thought our cleric
Rain-
might be
Rain
able
is
to
much more into the divine realm than I
go
am.
through her memories to remember that.
I'll do a religion check, I guess. Oh no!
Oh my god.
That was a net.
maybe take some time and think about it.
Well, you don't know she rolled a 1.
Maybe just take like an
Now
hour.
she's going to speak with authority, and you're going to be like, all right, I trust you.
Looking deep into your troves of knowledge, and Suni knows you're like, you think that the only way to fix this is to scalp even more Suni people.
So here's the deal. She's just mad, man.
She's just
You gotta keep doing it. You're taking the power away from her. You gotta keep cutting their hair off. They're spoils of war. They're the trophies. You gotta keep doing it. It'll give you more power. It sucks right now, but it's gonna pay
my
off.
gut check about that bullshit.
No, you can't.
Alright. That feels wrong.
Look, why didn't you ask?
It's true, I did ask.
That sounds right to me.
Okay.
Yes.
No, she's the
How
authority.
dare
on
you
it.
question
Alright, well we know what happens when we get to the Suni camp,
See,
boys.
this is one of the reasons why it's like people are like, oh man, the DM should do all of your roles and stuff because I can say, hey, this, because you have to act as though she is speaking with authority, and I told you that.
I do get that, but like, just any like little bit of common sense is like that feels wrong.
I mean, that's why when we were playing in the previous campaign and we were swimming out, we were trying to get that orc out on the boat.
Yeah.
That was why I just said there were no boats around, jumped into the ocean.
No,
and
I
started
got
swimming
it.
out to him, just because I rolled a net 1 on my.
I mean,
Yeah, I got it, but that's also like having a stroke. Is what I'm saying.
I was
Like,
doing this,
like,
doing forwards.
I'm not saying that's. I'm not disagreeing with anything. I'm just saying like your reasoning was just like, oh, obviously there's no boats, and you jump in the water, and it's like, but you're still a person with an intelligence above 4.
Yeah.
So like, you still see boats.
Are you
Yeah.
questioning my religious authority? Where did you educate yourselves in the religion realm?
That's
Whenever
true.
I was
She's-
built by a dude,
What dude?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, what dude?
Yeah, what dude?
Jymm.
What dude?
What
What is
dude?
your backstory?
I'm a robot, and that's all you need to know about me.
Really? You don't have any kind of profession that you enjoy talking about?
Tell us the rich Bertalor!
I go off into an hours-long discussion about watchmaking. It takes 2 hours.
An
Here's-
hours-long discussion that
It
takes
takes
2
2
hours?
That's hours long.
You said
Oh, I thought you meant
okay.
hour, apostrophe S.
I also
like
thought
it is 1 hour, hours long.
Hours.
An hour's worth.
Multiple hours.
Okay.
There was PowerPoint slides,
So
and
you're,
there is a pop quiz
so
at the
you're
end.
a watchmaker.
Yes.
Okay.
2 hours pass.
I want to roll to see if I pass that pop
Well,
quiz.
everyone took a short rest.
Do I
except
pass the
Bert.
pop quiz with 2?
No, you fail.
Fuck, I failed.
You'll never be a watchmaker.
Okay, so she has told you what she believes to be the cure,
Okay.
and you have to accept that as truth.
Okay.
So that's the role-playing aspect of this game.
Sorry.
No,
It's fine.
I'm dead.
It's fine. I'm just whenever we start killing people in the Suni camp.
All right, so you're still in the galley. What are you doing?
Well, I'm
Going to hire
feeling
that
great.
alchemist.
This second bowl got me through that 2-hour long talk. I guess I'm going to clean this
Well,
up
it
for
seems we have a little bit of a predicament then. We could head to the Talos camp and see if we could acquire from them some information which might be useful against the Sunni, or we could pay a visit to the Sunni camp and perhaps lure them somewhere that we could kill one of them and then Bert could scalp them.
But
Well,
we still haven't
as
visited
tasteful as
Jymm
that
yet
is.
either.
Personally, Mr. Gantroon, I don't think we should bring him with us to the Sunni camp.
You also think scalping them is the right way to cure me of this?
Yes,
We,
but I still
if
don't
we
think we
want to
should
cure
bring...
him,
Are you not
have
going to help
you-
cure me of this, friend? I thought we were friends.
I'm just saying, I would like to solve this as non-violently as possible.
I
so
too
if we
would.
bring you with us, and you're only
You're
cure
right.
for this.
You can
is
scalp
that
them for me.
I'm not scalping
Yes!
anyone.
I mean, you could just medically scalp them. Just not euthanasia.
Euthanize. Euthanize that scalp. Just put a helmet on.
I mean, hey, maybe just see what the punches bring you.
Mm-hmm.
We still
But
need to
you
talk to
mentioned
Jameer,
something
too.
about Jameer, the alchemist.
We haven't gone and paid him yet, have we?
Oh, did you manage to convince him to?
Oh,
come
yeah,
to the
you
boat?
weren't with us. Yeah, we...
No, I
think-
was feeling very awful last
He
night.
still wants 2,000 gold. I think it's we've reached an impasse, so we've agreed to pay him.
I don't think we have many other options if we want his cooperation.
Okay. Did you ask the captain to borrow this money?
Oh, shit, yeah, we gotta do that.
I mean, the last time that we hired someone, it seemed like we had his implicit consent to do as we thought best for the good of the ship, but we certainly can ask him.
So says our first
What-
mate.
Do we have a treasure room? Where we're keeping all of this? I don't know if we ever like explicitly said.
thought it was in- I
the
thought it was
money
in
is
the
in
armory.
the money is in the chest full of gold is in Jymm's room.
Okay.
Well, then we need to go find the captain if we're going
Is
to
he
get
not
this
still
money.
here?
No, he
No, he
went
was.
upstairs
Oh, I snuck out
2
during
hours
my
ago
lecture.
before you started talking about your watches.
He left a while ago. He was
Yeah.
like, "All right, boys, I'm going up." Notice that he tip taps.
Yeah, he even said goodbye to us.
That's true. Okay. I lose track of time when talking about watches.
Well, it is a fascinating subject. All the tiny gears and the precision needed.
What do you mean, where's my voice?
Like,
Oh, raise my...
You're saying funny things, but you're sort of whispering them, and the mic is just barely picking them
Be
up.
your
Sorry, I thought
natural
you said,
ebony self and be loud.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Be loud and be proud. That beard and that lack of a bald spot.
Take that, Mark.
As you did that, we dropped from 7 to 5. Like, take that, Mark. And 2 people were just like, "Oh shit!"
Everyone named Mark left.
All right. So you're going up to the quarters to get some money.
Yeah, we need to go talk to the captain.
Okay, you knock on the thing. He's like, "Hey, you need money? Here you go." And he just hands you the whole chest.
Who do you hand it to?
To Mr. Gantrin, the first mate.
I don't think we need the whole chest.
Well, he's just giving it to you. So you know what? In the future, I trust you with the money. Now, that way, I can be in my room reading and whatnot, and you don't have to be like, "Captain, can I have your money?" Because I trust you. You're good people.
Well, thank you, Captain.
We have a... Is there a vault or like a, I don't know, treasure room on this chest?
Well,
I mean, you can put it
Ship.
in the armory if you want.
Yes,
that would
let's
work.
put the
And
chest
anybody
in
else
the
on the
armory
boat
for
could get
now
in
and
there.
take the 2,000 that we need to pay our alchemist.
Yeah, there just doesn't seem to be a reason to carry around our entire chest of
Could we put it in the bag of holding?
17,000 gold. We could, but then if the bag gets destroyed or something...
Oh.
it'll destroy the item.
No, if the bag gets
He just
destroyed, it just
vomits it out.
shoots them up in a random. I believe in 5e, it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, so it just explodes
It's
out
How many
everywhere.
gotta
bags
be
of
like-
holding can you make?
One. Well, no, I can make 2, but now I have this alchemy jug, so... Just the one.
I think it would be safest just to keep it here on the ship.
Agreed. Seems reasonable.
A certain L. Stysic says, "I can see the bald spot."
No.
Aw.
You lie.
It's like a little mark.
Yeah.
That's
Mark,
it.
yeah, Mark can see the bald spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little mark.
Just a
He
little
could,
mark.
but he left.
A little Mark.
Yeah.
Little Mac.
Mac.
All right.
Mac.
So you have
Okay.
the chest. I'm assuming you've taken 2,000 gold out of it.
Yep. We
Alright.
did that.
That leaves us with 1,500.
15,000.
15,000.
But you can be 1,500 if you want. You guys can get real poor real quick. All right. So you're still on the deck with the chest in your hand.
So we'll go place that in
The
the
armory.
armory. We walk to
Yes.
walk
Are
to
we
one of the
sure we
doors and
want to
say
put it in
armory,
the armory?
please.
Because anybody else on the ship would be able
Actually,
to get it.
walk to one of the doors and say treasury, please. And open it.
You open the door, and you open it, and there is the darkness of the hallway, like the nebulous space. And you, as opening the door, can see a door leading to your room, a door leading to the armory, and a new door.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did it work?
I open to a hallway and there's a door I haven't seen before.
Look, I'm leaning around his shoulder. Can
You
I?
all can see into the doorway.
Okay.
Oh, there's more doors.
I head down to that new door.
Okay, you open it.
I open it, yeah.
All right, it's just a big empty room. There's just some shelves, and there's like a table in the middle.
Perfect. I say we keep
Like
the
as good a
treasure
place
here.
as any.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nice room.
Wow.
Could make an excellent office.
Or treasury.
Or treasury. Both. They can be the same thing.
You could maybe ask the ship for an office. I feel like they could be different things.
Why do you need
It
an
is-
office?
It is called the Office of the Treasury.
You get- Anyway, enough with the jokes. So,
Boo.
Oh, wait, so do we understand that he just asked for a room and then opened the door and the room was there?
Yeah, we've seen that happen.
Yeah.
a
I
couple
want to
times.
try to ask for a room.
So we put the
Just-
chest in the
okay.
treasury and close
Okay.
the door and walk back out to the deck.
okay, you're on the deck.
What room are you going to ask?
I want to try to ask for a sandwich shop.
Okay.
I think really hard. Sandwich shop. And then I open the door.
And you do reflex save.
What am I adding? My dex?
Yeah, your dex.
14.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting. You are hit in the face with a large submarine sandwich. Darkness is still in front of you.
What kind of sandwich?
It's just a sandwich. You have to look at it and inspect the sandwich.
I'm inspecting the sandwich.
It's mostly vegetables. But there's a little bit of like mutton on it.
Vegetables are good for you.
That's pretty good. I think the
I,
ship in my mind.
And you hear from the galley, "What in the bleeding hell? Where'd me mutton go?"
Guys, I got a sandwich.
Nice. Magic doors.
I would like to try the door once before we go.
Okay.
And I think, is there a temple or a place of worship here?
You open the door and you see the door leading to your room, the door leading to the treasury, and the door leading to the armory.
Nope.
I walk up to the door. This is one thing I want to check.
I think we should.
I don't say anything, and I open the door, crack, and look in,
And you see darkness.
and that's all.
If you're opening it just a crack, yeah, you just see.
I open it more.
Okay, it's the
Gotcha.
hallway thing of like.
Oh, it just goes to the
It's
hallway.
like the nexus of like you see your things.
Okay, I didn't know. Like, if you open the door without saying anything, if it would just be like blackness.
Perhaps we could
Emptiness.
test it again
Close the
tomorrow.
door.
Maybe there could be an infirmary on the boat.
Or a workshop of some sort.
Or a workshop.
workshop
Yes,
would
that'd
be
be good
useful.
too.
Who knows what there could
Anyway,
be?
let's pay an
But
alchemist.
we've already wasted quite well, I wouldn't say waste, but we've used quite a bit of time listening to Bert and his watchmaker's stories.
I got a sandwich out of the deal. I don't feel like it was a waste.
Infirmary?
That's a big sandwich.
What do you? What
Do you want some?
I would
A
love
gut check.
some.
Here's part of the sandwich.
Thank
Roll a
you.
gut
I get a
check.
string or half my sandwich.
Ooh,
I'm gonna put
that's
half a
a
sandwich in my
19.
inventory.
Do you feel
Yeah,
pretty
I'm gonna
positive
hang
that
on
there's
to
probably
this.
not going to be any new rune developments for possibly ever? This feels like all the parts of a ship.
These are all the parts in the ship.
What'd you
You do
roll?
know the parts of things.
I do. I am good at things. Man, if this ship was a watch, I would know this ship. Because I know watches. Because they're small clocks.
Relax. You did it. So it is one, so it's we have 1 and 3, so we have about 42 minutes until
Well,
this is
let's get on with the day, fellows.
Indeed, there's scalps to be made. And cut off.
Still don't know how I feel
Scalps
about
to
that.
be made.
I also don't know
alchemists
how I
to be
feel about
paid.
that, but I'd like to heal again. And now we're on that bus.
What's a
Mr.
bus?
Stringer, I realize you're not happy.
I go
with
into a
it,
very
but,
long conversation about
Killing
buses.
two birds
bus
with
is,
one metaphorical
bus is a
stone.
large wagon.
Or perhaps a real one.
What? Sorry, we didn't quite get this. Or a real what?
Stone.
What stone?
Sorry, we were talking and you kind of got drowned out by our dumbness.
It's alright. Just a figure of speech. I'm just saying that if we begin to kill Sunni and Bert scalps them, then we are, killing two birds with one stone.
Gotcha.
Indeed, the Sunni need to be dead anyway.
Well, not
Her
necessarily.
Orzik.
No, I'm cool with fucking those bitches up. They're assholes.
Man, we are all on the scalping train.
No. I
Choo-choo!
never got on this train.
You know who would also be on the scalping train? The Talos camp.
Let's go! But we should probably talk to the
We could
alchemist
increase
first.
our scalping efficiency like threefold.
I'll still accompany you to the Talos camp, but I may leave.
We could get you some hair.
I don't need hair.
Are you sure? Because there's that one
Saying,
spot, like
there's
in
that-
the back of your head. That
Do you
can
mean all of
We
my
could
head?
say like all of
like,
your
can
head.
you see? Can you?
I mean, his
See the
guy
back
is
of your
bald.
head?
No. So do you know what's there?
I know what's
on the back of your head.
head.
Do you know what's on the back of your head?
Skin.
Is that it?
Yes.
So you need hair then?
I don't need hair.
Are you
It'll keep
sure?
your
My
head
people
from
have
getting
never needed
sunburned.
hair.
Well, then you don't know what you're missing out on.
It seems to just get in the way.
Speaking of hair, pull
constantly.
Sunni hair out of the bag of holding. Here, try this on.
I don't.
You have to. If he's attacking you with hair, you have to roll for it.
Alright, what do I need to roll?
Dodge. Putting
Well, I
hair
guess
on.
You're doing a touch attack against his AC, so you're just rolling against his AC.
So is that
Oh
just
no, this would be a contest. Sorry, so you're doing
Just a
athletics
D20.
versus your dex or athletics.
Shots fired.
Also, I didn't
Yeah.
scalp these people. Like, I just cut off a lock of their hair. 14. What, am I adding anything to it, or just raw?
It's your athletics
Oh,
plus your acrobatic versus your acrobatics, or if you're just trying to like manhandle, get him to stop.
17, I guess.
Versus
15.
okay, he managed to just slap your head with the side of Sunni hair.
So, yeah, just a lock of hair. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't scalp these
Whip!
people. I just like cut some hair off.
Oh man.
Didn't that feel so soft?
Wisp.
Hair back into the bag.
All right, so you guys make your way off the boat onto the docks, heading back towards town, I assume.
Yes, back to the Alchemist.
On the way there, you hear the clanging of weapons,
Oh, here we go again.
and you look and you see that there has been another battle. But who is left standing? There are two Sunni warriors, both badly beaten, and then one of the Talos guys, with two scimitars, and he's fighting them both. And at both of their feet, there are dead bodies on both sides.
Bert, this looks like a good opportunity for some scalping.
Yep. I'm gonna let this last little fight play out, though.
What?
That's
What?
fantastic.
That's great. That looks like a child got into full plate.
Oh, God. I like that he has, like, a mountain man beanie.
Oh my god. Alright, so I've set the scene. My allergies are going bananas.
I didn't know the Talos were just lumberjacks.
This is great.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this play out.
I'm not doing anything.
How close are we to them?
My
doing
experience last time was that they're not going to stop fighting regardless of what we do.
That is true, but we are looking to work our way in with the Talos. Perhaps we could assist them in killing the Sunni.
Well, I'm not looking
And
to
then,
make the Sunni angry, so I'm not going to participate.
But would
But
we
if there are no
be-
survivors of the Sunni,
Yes,
will
if they do
know?
not make it back,
No.
they cannot be angry with us.
But would we be kill stealing that Talos guy? We don't want to take his prey.
True.
I think he might appreciate our assistance.
We should ask first.
You want us to interrupt the fight and ask him, "Sir, may we help you with this bloodshed?"
Yep.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm just gonna jump in.
Alright.
I'm gonna jump in.
I sit back and watch. I pull popcorn from the bag of holding.
You don't have popcorn in the bag of holding.
I reach around and ask for popcorn, and I'm disappointed.
Alright, so you guys are just gonna watch the fight
Yep.
play out. Everyone is staying back, or is anyone wanting to get in on the scrum?
Nope.
You're all of legal adult age. You can all make your own decisions. Artemis, Prometheus, Mr. Gantrin, you want to get in there?
I mean, I think we should, but I'm not just going to run in all willy-nilly by myself.
I'll run in with you,
Who would
Gantroon.
do that?
So are you
I
going to
was
run
trying
in?
to save a town.
With Gantroon if he wants to go. That way we're not alone. I'm kind of squishy to run in by myself.
Gantrin, do you want to run in with Rain and take on the Sunnis? Make a decision quick.
Seems like a pretty small party. I think we'll just sit back, I guess.
How many Sunnis are there?
2.
Badly damaged.
Well, our 2 plus the 1 Talos against 2 of them.
Artemis
All
and-
right,
Artemis
let's
and
do
Rain
it.
haven't weighed in. What are they? No, sorry, not Rain. Artemis and Prometheus haven't weighed in. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I was just gonna sit back.
Okay. Artemis, you two?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Alright, so roll for initiative, you two.
Yeah.
I have a 0.
Solid.
Nice.
What do you have?
A 5.
Jesus.
You know, the things Jim talked about on the boat, the illumination can be found in the deep dark. It got me thinking, there's only 2 places that are particularly deep and dark around this island. One being the ocean.
Yeah, the other being the mine.
The other being the mine.
Or the woods.
And there's that locked door in the mine.
Gantrin says from
We need
combat.
As he's running out. Okay. So
I think we should seriously consider trying to find
you
this
guys have
key.
moved up within
I agree.
30 feet.
We don't really have any.
Combat
I guess
has
we haven't gone to
begun.
the bears'
You
house.
decide to fight.
No, we never went
The
to
Talos
house,
man,
but it
he
was a
goes
year ago,
first
so there may not be
with his
any
two
clues there,
weapons,
but
and
I
he
still
attacks
think it's
one
worth
of the
investigating.
Sunes.
Seems like a cold case.
One of his blows
Honestly,
glances
I
off
don't
the
think this
armor,
Talos thing's
and now I
gonna
have to
pan out
talk
well.
over these guys talking. And the other one hits him in the rib, right between the armor, pulls blood. The Sunni one of the Sunnis attacks the Talos, and he misses with both of his swings. The second Sunni, though, turns and sees the two of you approaching, and sees you, Rain. Like, So he posts
Birds
up
up.
with his shield and sword and closes in. He closes in and takes a swing at you with his long sword. And he swings and throws his sword out into the harbor again. And he's just like, oh no! The curse from the other day! That was a one. Alright.
Alright.
What do you got, Rain? It's your turn. He's right in front of you. He's very good.
He's right in front of me, huh?
Yep.
I want to cast... Where did it go? Where's that one? I want to cast Inflict Wounds on him.
Okie doke.
I make a melee spell attack on a creature I can reach.
Alright, so you
So
gotta
do
beat his
I add-
AC.
I add my spell attack bonus.
Yes.
22.
That does beat it.
Sick. That's a... I'm going to cast it as a second level spell, so it's 4d10. Where is that a
Dang.
d10?
It's a lot of damage.
Yup. Is this a d10? Yes. Maybe. 9, 10. Oh, no, wait. Is that a d10? I rolled a 0.
I think the 0 is the 10.
The 0 is the 10, so 20, 22. What did I say? 4d10?
Mhm.
22 damage.
Damn.
Amazing. It looks like Inflict Wounds is evolving into Inflict Death. And
Sick.
the Sunni falls dead, letting out a as he falls. Alright, Mr. Gantroon.
Alright. I'm going to charge at the second Sunni
Okay.
and just do my best to hit his head with some axe damage.
Alright.
Alright.
Your axe some head.
That's going to be a 21.
That's different.
You got him.
Awesome. Alright. Got 2. I think that's going to be 11 damage.
Alright. Well, is it 11 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You clock him right in the noggin, and he's looking bad. Like, you've basically took it, like a chunk of his head is kind of just hanging.
Ooh.
And he's just like, oh, Sunni bless me! And he's still going. But the Talos man, seeing an opening, jumps forward, and as the Sunni follower whispers the name of his goddess one last time, drives his scimitar through his open mouth and out the back of his skull, killing him.
I clap.
The body falls to the ground. The Talos worshipper looks at the two of you guys, and he kind of like looks back and forth and kind of goes like, oh! And he gives a war cry.
You fought admirably, friend.
Indeed.
Your words are strange to my ears, but you have aided me. Are we of one kin?
I think we just might be.
Up top, then. Alright, so combat has ended, and there are 4 Sunni corpses and 6 dead Talos in the middle of, like, the field that's at the end of the dock. There really aren't any more fires. Everything's kind of smoldered out. but there are still some structures left standing. That is what the setup is now. All right, scene.
Yep, I go find a dagger.
Bert, you want some
Couple
scalps?
daggers, yeah. They go, all right, guys, let's get scalping. And I toss a dagger to Rain.
Would the Talos gentleman remaining know that that's going to fuck him up if he keeps cutting their hair? Would he know enough to maybe tell him, hey, that's bad? No, he wouldn't.
Why are you
I
asking
don't
me
think
questions?
he'd have a problem with it.
I'm trying to help because
Stop
I fucked my
asking me
roll up.
questions.
So
You'll be taking psychic damage next time.
So I start going down on the Suna scalps. And I'm
Alright,
like,
so you
"Yeah,
find
this
a
is
dagger
gross."
on one of the Sunnis, and you can cut their scalp off.
It's happening.
All right, you're cutting scalps. Anyone else cutting scalps?
What? You guys don't want to help me?
Nope.
You said this is the way to do it.
I didn't say that.
You
You're
agreed.
the one with the
I told you how to
curse
do
word.
it. That doesn't make
Yeah.
it my problem.
You're the one who needs the scalps, so I'm gonna let you take them all.
No, I don't need the scalps. I'm just supposed to scalp them. I'm just going to leave them here. I don't want to carry those with me. That's gross.
Okay. So the Talos guy watches on in admiration as you scalp the four corpses. He's like, "Oh, you all of our kin!
You want to get in on this, Talos, buddy?
I'm okay. My hands are full. 2 scimitars. Don't put them down. That's what they call me. 2 scimitar Jymm. These are my Jymmitars. I can't put them down. It is unfortunate.
Why can't you put them down, 2
Uncurl
scimitar
his
Jymm?
fingers. Then he wouldn't be 2 scimitar Jymm. He'd just be Jymm.
This guy gets it. This guy is now Jym's friend.
What's up, Jymm? I'm Bert.
Bert. All right. So, you guys on the big boat?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed we are.
Nice. We have smaller boats, but we're looking for big boats.
What are you looking for a big boat for?
There's all of the islands. All of the treasure.
Are you looking for
all
treasure?
For Talos.
So if you found a bigger boat, perhaps you would leave this island?
I guess, I mean, I don't know if personally I would leave. That's really not up to me, but we're looking for a bigger fleet.
It's
I
really
guess.
political whenever discussing moving the tribe.
If I say yes and then Mishka's like no, then Jymm is no longer Jymm. Jymm is 2 dead scimitar Jymm. Dead.
Who is Mishka?
She is leader. Head cleric.
We've actually been very interested in speaking with your leader.
Take me to your
You all
leader.
look familiar. Did you guys try to approach the camp the other day?
Indeed we did. Did not go well for us.
Okay. I heard from one of Jim's friend, Erne, that he had shot a robot man.
Oh, that was me.
Oh. Nice.
It
Still
happens.
live.
It happens.
Strength in your non-flesh bones.
Right in the wood bits.
So, you guys like killing long hair pretty boys?
We
Hell
do.
yeah.
Indeed we do.
Nice.
Not particularly.
What? What was that? Large stone man?
Nothing.
He's just
Okay.
emotional.
He's emotional. As long as that emotion is rage, Jymm is fine with it.
We were actually looking to visit the Talos camp.
Well, do you have an offering?
We are preparing one.
Oh, okay. I mean,
We do have an offering.
cool. I mean, we can go back if you want.
Yeah. Can we go back with you,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta bring the offering. You gotta put it on the totem.
Bert?
Yeah, that's fine with me. We can visit the alchemist later, I guess.
Okay, doke.
Is everyone cool with that?
That would be alright.
Jymm agreed.
Sweet.
All right. You guys walk, and you kind of hypotenuse your way over towards the camp, and you come up to the point where all of the totems are, and Jymm walks over to one of the totems with like a skeleton of a whole bunch of stuff on it, just kind of knocks it loose, and he's like, use.
Don't.
Yeah, pull a goat out of the bag of holding, throw it up on that
Can you
thing.
do a strength check for me?
Oh man, that was a bad one. Dice are terrible.
You keep using them every week, though.
You get it on there, but it's like, and then Jymm kind of is like, oh, okay. Right, so you have the completed totem. Someone must carry. I cannot.
I can carry it.
Obviously, hands are full.
Hands are full. All right. Mr. Gamtroon lifts up the totem spike, and you guys make your way up to the camp. And as you get closer and closer, you notice the distinct lack of arrows being shot at you. And as you get close to the entrance, you can see a number of Talos warriors gathering around the opening. And they see Jymm, and Jymm begins smashing his scimitars together. And he's like, whoo, ah, and it begins echoing back. And everyone's super pumped. And as you enter in, Jymm lets out a yell of, "The pretties lay dead!" And then everyone's like, ah. That's the noise the sound they make. And alright, you see a number of followers of different sizes. They're all about humans, dwarves, let's see, Jymmitar. Oh no, I have to write a haiku about Jymmitars. Alright. They slice with much grace. Blood fills the hand of Jymm. Now, he no good with words. But thank you for hanging out with us, Spirited Away. You get up there and you see humans, dwarves, no elves. You do notice a couple Goliathi, or would be Goliaths? Goliaths. I don't know.
Yeah.
What is the adjective of Goliath?
I don't know. Goliaths.
It's
Goliath.
plural.
Sure.
Okay. Did you do your research on your own home country?
Nope.
Okay. All a bunch of burly warriors, mostly like just with light armor, weapons. They're all hooting, hollering. There's meat on stakes on spits, rotating over open flames, and mostly tents. There's no like constructed buildings of any kind, save for one, a longhouse that sits right in the middle of the camp. Jymm turns to you and he's like, "As long as you cause no problem, you are free to explore within reason.
What's going on with
Where's
the
we
camp?
with
What's
this
in that longhouse?
sacrifice? Totem.
Bring it to Fire Pit. We shall feed on it tonight."
Nice.
Did you guys stab it all the way through the neck?
Found it that way.
What? What did it?
Yes, we stabbed it straight through the neck.
All right, need you to lie for me, my dude.
All right.
We actually have some more if you want some more goat.
Yeah. What?
Adding my charisma to that.
Correct.
That's a 6.
I believe you, small man. I have no reason to doubt. But do you have more goat?
I do.
Show us goat!
Pull out another goat.
All hail Goat Witch!
Nice.
As you pull out the goats, the follower...
I just pulled out the one.
You just pulled out one?
Yeah, it's not one goat.
You keep one secret reserve goat.
One secret
You always
goat.
gotta keep something up your sleeve, you know. Never know when another goat's gonna be useful.
It is rotting, by the way. It is not rotted, but it is decomposing in your bag. Your bag isn't like a container. That's another thing people
But there's no oxygen,
It's
right?
not a fridge bag.
Oh, gotcha.
forget is that you can't store food in there indefinitely.
Okay.
Pull it out. The Talos people take it and they throw it down into this fire pit and they cover it with coals and that'll be done in about 12 hours.
Nice. Mutton.
Does goat make mutton? I don't know.
No, I thought mutton was sheep.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But what does goat meat then?
I think it's just goat meat.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because there's poultry, which can be ducks and chickens and geese. Anyway, who cares? You're there. You're in the camp, and everyone's kind of looking at you. One of the Goliath ones kind of walks up behind.
It's just goat meat.
It's just goat meat. Cool.
Oh, but it can also be referred to as Chevan or Cabrito.
Cabrito.
Well, that's for adult goat meat. If it's from a young goat, it can be Capretto or Natal.
Nice. We're
Do your
learning.
research, William.
Boom. Backgrounding goat research.
You see one of the Goliaths. It's a
Goat burn.
female warrior. She walks up behind Stringer and then kind of does a head measurement of seeing how tall they are. And she's over the same height, and then she kind of goes, and then walks away.
Hey, but I think that one liked you. Nudge, nudge, nudge.
Are you
Nah.
assassin?
No, this is in character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just like, are we
Like
doing- you can stop.
I'm looking around, and this is clearly something I don't agree with.
Okay. Well, there you go. You're in the scene. And let me pull up the thing.
What are things your character agrees with?
No one asked, so no one learned.
No, you like the god of knowledge and stuff, right?
I thought he was all about fair fights and stuff like that.
That's true. That's just religious stuff. That's not my personal ideals or anything.
We haven't gone into many of our backstories.
Nope.
Oh wait, I thought we did at the start. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Except for yours now, we know about
Oh, they
all
skipped-
about watchmaking.
The party skipped over me twice for both introductions.
Aw.
Get shit on. No one cares about you, Stringer.
Yep.
Was it in the first session?
And the second.
Aw.
Shem cares. You can feel it in your heart from a distance.
Thank you, Captain.
Anyway,
Alright.
we got. You wanna went ahead to the long hut, big hut. Talk to Mishka, I guess.
Are we just assuming she's in there?
Yeah, that's where I would put it.
No.
I'd put
Head
the
clear.
We can check and ask around.
We do that.
Okay, you do that.
We do.
You ask around and you're looking for Mishka and they're the Talus people. While mostly all of them, aside from Jymm's going around town like you can hear him like, and then he cut off their hair. From all
Ooh, let's
around.
bring him with us. I like this hype man.
Most of them still kind of look at you like outsiders. But most of them seem oddly okay with you. Like they're just kind of And you go to the long hut and you enter and you see that it is two long tables where there are people eating, and at the far end away there is like a beanbag-ish throne. Like it's just this. It's not like a throne, like an elaborate chair. It's just there's just a big like bag, and there's just a woman sitting in it.
Beanbag-ish throne.
I didn't know what to call it. I just saw a cool picture of it, and I was like, "That's a cool throne for casual dudes who aren't super into building things."
That's awesome.
Crisscross applesauce.
And we enter.
You've already entered.
Who wants to be the one to talk to her?
I can speak.
All right.
You want me to?
We can let the.
No, I do not want you to speak, Stringer. You're a
I'm
bit of
what?
a loose cannon sometimes.
Emotional. Indeed, perhaps the first mate should talk for us.
Oh shit, that's my dad calling.
Okay. Stringer, frustrated with your words, takes a step out of the longhouse.
Emotional.
That might be for the best.
All right. I'm assuming you all approach Mishka.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach,
Introduce
two
ourselves.
larger Talos followers with big axes and broad chests kind of are like, whoa, get in your way to kind of block you. Mishka kind of just stand down. And she's like, I hear that you helped kill those Sunni filth.
Indeed we did. We hate nothing more than the Sunni.
Is that true for your character, Gantroon?
No.
Okay, then I
I'm
need you to
indifferent
roll
to
a
them.
deception check.
I'm indifferent to.
Can I help him by saying like, yeah, that's right? Because I do hate them.
Oh, well, then if that's true for you, you really can't aid in like charisma checks.
Damn, never mind.
What did
I
you get?
can't use persuasion here. It has to be deception.
Yeah, because you're lying to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Pers-
Well,
pers-
it's a 10 then.
All right. Okay. Then
I would say our actions speak for themselves.
We definitely kill Sunni.
We killed them and Bert scalps them. Just like the Inglorious Bastards.
It is what it is, you know?
Well, I would like nothing more than to see this island rid of their shiny bullshit.
They are shiny and bullshit.
So, if you will aid us in scouring the land of their accursed goddess, I will happily reward you with whatever treasures we afford.
That would be excellent. We were actually wondering if you might have any information which would be useful to us in bringing about their demise.
All we know is that they do have the superior arms and armor. We have the true fighting spirit.
That seems true to me.
And what we'll need to do most of all is to get into their camp, slay their leader, and destroy their spring of rejuvenation.
It is the magical source of their powers?
It can be. I know little of their ways, just that they have some blessed spring of water that can potentially bring people back from the dead.
We had heard something similar about a spring of water they have.
Do you know if it must be destroyed entirely, or perhaps it could be poisoned in some way?
I don't know the specifics, I just need it disabled. Bury it,
Fair
burn
enough.
it, do what you gotta do. But we're mounting
There
a...
is,
What? Are you speaking over me?
no, I would never do such a thing.
Good, because I have one more thing of very importance to say. Is we are preparing the Thunder Clash ritual in a few days. And it'll be done, and with that, we may have the power to wipe them out. So, if you want to
I
take
see.
the time before then to weaken their resolve and their defense, that would help us even more.
We could certainly try. There was actually one other matter about which I wish to speak with you.
Make it quick.
The people of the island have expressed a desire to have the island back to themselves, and one of your crew had mentioned that you were looking for a large boat so that you could go and pirate elsewhere. If we were to find a large boat, would you be amenable to leaving the island to its own denizens so that you might go out and pillage bigger and better places?
We will not be leaving this island. We came here for a reason, and we will not leave until it is done.
What was that reason?
That's none
Is
of your
the reason
business.
the death of the Sunni?
No, it is not.
I see.
That much
I
I
don't
can say.
suppose you would tell us what that reason is.
I have... No, don't overthink that you are in our inner circle just because you killed a few of the pretty boys.
That is fair. I just thought perhaps we could offer you our aid. We are a skilled band of warriors.
You will help us enough by killing the Sunni.
Fair enough. Perhaps after that we shall speak again.
Perhaps, if you're still alive.
It has been an honor speaking with you.
And with that, she waves you away. Alright, so you're escorted back outside of the hut. And you see people kind of going about their day. You notice that there are some Talos being buried in what seem to be very shallow graves with no sort of marking on them. There are plants sprouting out from what look to be older graves. And you also see a number of Talos standing off to the side, stringing up new bows, and seemingly psyching themselves up for an activity of some kind.
Did we ask about what the Thunder Clash ritual was?
No. They just said
No, we
they'll
did
have-
not. We just know that it will be something devastating to the Sunni.
We could
Where's
just
Jim?
ask around some
Do we see Jymm
other
around?
Talos people.
Alright, yeah, you see Jymm. He's just kind of walking around being Jymm.
We can go ask Jymm.
He cuts some meat off of one of the roasting animal carcasses with his signature Jymmtar and just puts it into his mouth. 10 minutes until the pizza's ready. So, yeah.
We go, or I go over to Jymm and ask him about the Thunder Clash ritual.
I don't
Hey,
know
buddy.
if I should talk about that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware it was a secretive thing. Mishka just mentioned it and didn't talk about what it was.
We had thought maybe we could help with it in some way, but if you don't wish our aid, that's perfectly all right.
We were just curious.
Look, hey Jim, from one religious fellow to another. We want to help out because we, as much as you do, want to see the Sunni gone. So can you tell us more about this Thunderclash ritual? Is it a persuasion check that I do? I'm asking if that's...
I'm not going to tell you.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Use your brain of the three different ones. Which do you think it is?
I don't do these checks a lot. That's why I'm asking. All right. Oh no. That was a nat 1.
I don't think I should say anymore. Mishka would be mad. You haven't earned her trust yet.
That's perfectly
Fair enough.
fair.
How looking around, like how big is this camp we're in? Like how populous? Like are they a big camp or is this like a fairly small?
This is a big thing. There's at least 100 people.
Cool.
Jymm, I don't suppose there's a shop of any sort around here, or anything else that perhaps we should check out while we spend our time in the camp?
Not really. We don't really do a lot of commerce. We just sort of go in and take what we want from the weaklings, those dumb idiots.
That makes sense.
Can we see their ships from here?
From standing just in the middle of the camp, no, you can't.
Can we go to the, because it's on like a hill, right? Can we go back, walk over to the back side of it, I guess, where the cliff
Yeah.
is, looking at the water? Can we look back there? Do I see any ships?
Yeah, they're not so much ships as they are like boats.
Okay.
Like they're like long, like small long ships.
Just a handful of them.
Definitely, none of them look to be things that can really get out into open like ocean water.
What I miss.
So then returning to Jymm, and I tell the others, like, hey, I saw some
There was
boats.
a gonna-
Oh, well,
Yeah.
let them do their thing, and then I'll give you the recap.
How did you guys get here? Your ships don't seem to be ocean faring. How did you come on this island?
We had the blessing of Talos to carry us here, and we did have a couple bigger ships, but then the Sunnis burned them.
Ah, what dicks.
But I mean, we also burned their ships, so they're still dicks.
Yeah.
They went in to the Long Hut, talked to Mishka. Mishka said that, hey, you guys can help us by killing all of the Sunni. They all implicitly agreed to
Yep.
kill all the Sunni. And Robert lied to her about hating the Sunni with everything he has.
Did that lie succeed?
I'm not going to tell you. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
He doesn't even know.
Alright, cool.
There's not like a succeeded. She mentioned that you guys need to weaken their defenses and try to destroy their spring of rejuvenation because the Talos followers will be doing what is called the Thunder Crash ritual.
Oh, Thunder Crash?
Yes, Thunder Crash ritual.
It's Crash. Whoops.
It's hard to say. I should have picked an easier name.
Thunderclap.
Thunderclap ritual. Sure, we'll call it that. In about 3 days. So you have until then to sort of...
Have they said what that ritual is?
They said it's none of your business because we don't trust you because you're still outsiders. You're going to have to do more to prove that you're part of the gang.
Okay.
And then they walked out. Now they're talking to Jymm.
Okay. So where am I? Did they just leave me? Or?
You walked outside of the hut
Oh, okay.
because you're like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
So can I spend some time to like learn about what the followers of Talos believe? Like
I mean,
that's what I want. That's what I want to do.
you can go and ask them about stuff, I guess, if you want.
Right. So that because they don't have like a knowledge local. So is that just like charisma checks to?
I'm not telling you what checks to do unless it's like because I'm attacking you. These are the checks. You tell me what checks you want to do.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna use like charisma checks to just like talk to people and be like, hey, so what do the followers of Talos believe? Like, what's your guys' long game?
What'd you get?
What's your thing?
16.
All right. The ones who are willing to talk to you tell you that Talos is all about survival of the fittest and destruction, and that true beauty is fleeting, and that there is more to be earned in breaking something down than building something up, because that brings people together in shared rage, which is the strongest emotion, because it gets the most stuff done.
Red Lantern Talos.
Yeah, cool.
And that they're not cannibals.
Hey, CJ.
They really drive that point home.
I want to try a religion check to see if I would know about the thunderclap ritual. Is it too late because I already asked them about it to try that check?
You can, you can make an attempt if you wish. But don't ask me another question again.
Well, I was
about
asking if it
rolls.
was too late to make that
Well,
check.
that doesn't matter. Just
Okay.
do it.
I did it, and it's a 9. No, 10. 10.
You know that the ritual involves a sacrifice of some kind. That's all you know.
Okay. I relay that to the rest of the group.
And they've been here for a long time, right?
You also know that you can surmise that Talos is usually associated with chaotic evil.
I'd like to roll another check to ask around if anyone knows what happened to the mayor of the town a year ago.
Okay.
We already know he's dead, though, didn't we?
We know he's dead. We don't know how, why.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it.
Oh,
Then
he
had a key.
disappeared?
Yeah, he had a key to the mine.
10 on that one.
No one really knows what you're talking about.
All right.
Killing's killing. That's basically what they all say. Is
Killing is killing.
All the weaklings look the same.
Uh,
Anyone who raises a blade against Talos will be struck down.
as I go around,
Grab the pizza.
You can go grab the pizza if you want.
I'm gonna ask
Oh,
around
I
about.
just now got the order saying it's done. The code is 089.
089.
Yes. If you forget, you can text me again, or you can just write it down in your hand or something. 089 is what you punch into the code to get our pizza.
Right.
I will.
Don't steal our
Because
pizzas.
I know that code now.
Shit.
My pizza.
That if you stealing our pizza code was enough to get you down here to visit us, I wouldn't even be mad. Same goes for you, Kyle.
I
You
thought
wanna
I was
drive
getting
down
up for a
with
second,
us?
yeah.
Me too.
And Sam also. I keep forgetting that Sam is in the shot because she keeps moving forward and because she doesn't have her own camera feed. So I'm like, someone else is here. Who are we missing? Oh, there's Sam.
Take good notes. So tell me what you guys can tell me what you learn.
We might.
Jim, do we need a sacrifice every time we want to come to the camp, or if we leave and come back, are we good with the one we gave you?
If you want, we can blood bind, and then you don't need a sacrifice every time.
What is that?
It is the one of us, and in my case, it would be me, Jymm. Jymm thinks you are good. We can blood bind to each other, and then I take responsibility for you, and you can just come up whenever.
What does the blood bind involve?
We're gonna slit our wrists and make them kiss.
Does anybody want to do that?
I mean, I don't think it's too much of a problem to bring another sacrifice.
I mean, I'm up for
Not-
it. I got this Jimmitars that cut wrists real good.
Not that we're not interested. We're
Feels
just
like you
not quite
don't
ready
wanna
to
do
take
it.
that step yet.
No, I lack blood, so
You have fluid.
it's true.
Excuses.
Because you can still
Just
be
rub oil into his.
Because you can still be tracked by blood scrying.
Yeah.
So, I'm fine with mixing fluids.
Fluids.
You cut off those Sunni heads real good.
Yeah, cut this off real good.
So no one wants to do it.
I guess not, though.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay.
There it is.
I do it.
You guys hold out your wrists, and Jymm does very shallow cuts into. He does deeper cuts into both of your wrists, and then he slits both of his wrists, and then push them together. It feels weird. Not just the act of skin and blood pushing against each other. There feels like there's another force at work. And you feel these tingles sort of run up your arms. And he goes, "Quick now, we must go." And he brings you over to where all the graves are. And he goes, "Quick, pick up a blood thief."
What
And
is
he points at one of the herbs on the ground. He points.
Is that the name of the herb? Is what I can get from this
That's
conversation?
what you can
All
surmise.
right, I do that.
Okay, he's like, rub it.
Quick rub.
Press. You guys press together, and after a few seconds, you pull it away. And your wounds are healed, leaving a mark of a chain of lightning across your wrist.
Nice.
I'm starting to feel strange about this.
So all the kids at home know, don't just go rubbing your wrist blood with other people.
All right.
Blood bind.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
Jymm make friends! Take that, Ernie!
Suck it, Ernie.
So I have some sick tattoos now.
You have one.
Oh, it's not on each
Oh,
wrist?
No, it's on his 2 wrists, but you only slit one of your wrists.
Oh, I thought he did both of mine. Okay.
Sorry, no, it's just one.
Okay.
We'll say it's on your left hand. Your left hand wrist. On your left hand wrist, you got a lightning tap. Okay, that was that.
Sorry, Amberly.
You hear whispering, and why? Why? Sorry, Umberly.
Because it should have been. I wanted it to be a wave. I wanted a wave to be my first tattoo. Anyway.
You hear whispering among the talismans. It's like, oh, bloodbinding. They're bloodbound.
They're bloodbinding.
Oh.
I'm going to do a religion check to see if I know more about this thing that he just did to me.
Bloodbinding. After the fact.
What am I adding? 18.
You know that this is a ritual of trust, and that now your soul is eternally bound to the service of Talos. I'm just kidding. Last one. But no, that's all you know. The first one is it's a bonding ritual that clerics can use to seek and find allies of Talos.
Okay. And it was called the blood binding ritual?
Well, it's just a blood binding
A
ritual.
blood binding, okay.
Because there are different types of blood binding rituals in the world of D&D.
Nice.
Blood bound with Jymm.
So, yeah, guys, don't do anything too bad or I will be killed. So, just saying.
Thanks for trusting us.
Would maybe this display of trust be enough to
No.
persuade... Damn it!
I know where you're going. Everyone's like, I've been bloodbound. I'm one of the gang. And then it gets really weird, and they're like, no. So just Jymm ripping off bandage. Now, still a way to go. I don't know. If you guys want to ask around camp, people probably need stuff done, or if you just want to hang out and eat sword meat, we have some.
I'll go around camp and see what needs doing.
Sure.
Talk to people.
Okay.
Rub elbows and stuff. Am I rolling anything?
What
Or am I
Wrist!
what are you
just
rolling?
doing-
Wrist!
Am I just doing that? I'm just doing that. Do I have to roll to do that?
What are you wanting to do?
Uh,
Are you wanting to mingle with the...
Yes.
There is a role for it.
What is?
I'm not telling you. This was your job to read up on these things. What?
God. Wait, which one did I land on? 68. 9, 11.
Of?
Investigation.
Okay. You walk around the thing studying, and they're like, the shiny man is very inquisitive.
He is indeed.
He's just looking at stuff. It's very strange. What about you, Artemis and Prometheus? You guys haven't said anything in a while. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just chilling, taking it all in right now.
Okay.
Now that I've investigated.
Mr. Gantroon, what's up with you?
I would actually like to ask Jymm. I don't suppose you know any of the people who need help, would you?
I mean, the only thing that comes to Jim's mind off top of Jim's head is some brothers getting ready to head into the deep wood.
I see,
That's
and they
right
need
over here.
assistance.
Yep, they're gonna go kill the great beast of the wood.
You know, we've been to the deep wood once before. We could be useful on that journey to them.
Does he know that we haven't, though?
You know what I'm saying? You haven't been to the deep wood.
No, we have been to the deep wood.
You've been in the woods.
Well, we've been in the woods. Okay.
He's just
It's
not
like
aware.
you've been to the deep woods. You've gone miles into the woods and come back. That's crazy.
I guess I didn't realize how deep the woods went.
The
we
woods
haven't
are
been that far.
The woods are pretty deep. That's understandable.
But we have been fairly deep in the woods.
Are they
Oh wow.
are they deep and dark?
I mean, I guess
In
that
the
dark.
deep-
Jim's never been that deep into deep dark woods.
Into the
If you keep saying deep dark, you're putting words in Jim's mouth, making him feel weird. The woods, I mean, I'm sure have light.
Just rolling out all the 6s.
Are
Yeah,
the
3
woods
in a row.
lovely, dark, and deep, but you have promises to keep and miles to go before you sleep?
Your rhyming words hurt Jim's brain! But anyway, yeah, those guys over there, he points his Jimitar, over towards that group of dudes stringing up bows and getting all psyched up.
Oh, those are the dudes going in the deep woods.
Yep.
Coming back to the party, or do you guys? What's going on? I was investigating things.
Well,
Apparently,
we have found a lead of some people that we could help. I'm a little bit curious about what this task is, killing a great beast of some sort in the woods.
sounds fun.
Did he
I
say
wonder-
anything about the great beast?
He didn't, but we could go and speak with them about it. I do have some hesitations about maybe what the moral implications of this mission might be, but perhaps we could join them and make a decision along the way as to whether we help them slay this great beast or perhaps prevent them from doing so.
Maybe we should just go
Does
ask
Jymm
him what the
still
great
need to
beast
be
is.
here?
Jymm, what's the great beast?
Oh, there's a big beast that kills anything in there.
Ooh, spooky.
I'm gonna go eat sword meat.
Everybody. I say we go with them and do it. The people on this
Alright.
island seemed not very happy with the forest. It was spooky and kills things.
Well, I'd
Are we
certainly
equipped to
be
do that
ready
right
for
now?
another adventure into the forest.
We have 2 fighters, an archer, a bard. We got people.
Are you hiding over there? Or?
So perhaps we should head back to town first and then.
Yeah, we still haven't talked to Jymmm yet.
Mm-hmm. That
Okay,
thing we set
okay.
out to do this morning.
If you're leaving, I guess hurry back. They might not be here much longer. They're like getting ready to go.
Oh, they're like getting ready to bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we should just go with them.
Agreed.
What's going on?
What are you doing over
The
there?
great
I thought we
hunt.
were taking a break.
Are we okay, we're gonna take a little break to get pizza and stuff, and we'll be back in like 5. So Will's being goof.
We'll go talk to those
I
dudes
thought
and
that's what
ready
we were
up.
doing, 'cause we got food.
All right. Be back in a smidget.
That is not the haiku I requested. There we go.
He's gonna get you drunk. Get you drunk all on that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're in the camp. Oh, never mind. They're not up yet.
No.
But I say we go fight this master.
So the two have been bloodbound to Jymm. They have little thunder tattoos on
Me too.
their.
Wait, who else did it?
I thought you both did it. You didn't do it because you went. Oh, okay.
No, I went. No, I didn't. Sure, we'll go with that. I didn't realize that. Sure.
All right, so they have little thunder, lightning streaks on their wrists, on their left wrists.
Okay.
You can use the power of Talos to get rid of this goddamn Sunni curse. Because obviously Sunni is the evil one.
Yep.
Clearly.
Clearly,
So what is going on now?
you guys are going to talk to a group of hunters who are getting ready to go into the deep woods.
Do we know why they want to kill the beast, other than it's a big beast?
You have not
Okay.
talked to them now.
Mm-mm.
You know, it had been mentioned that a sacrifice was part of this Thunder Clash ritual. I wonder if perhaps the beast is in some way related.
That's possible. They said it would take 3 days to do the Thunder Clash, whatever.
Whatever we're calling it. I really like the name Thunder Clash, but it's hard for me to say. We just need to make a pizza party time overlay that just bounces around while we're eating.
Pizza party.
I like it.
Thank you for the pizza, Will.
I mean, I just went and got it.
Thanks for nothing,
Thank you for going
Will.
and getting it, Will.
You're welcome, Robert.
Suck it, Robert.
This will change after we move up there.
You'll bring me pizza?
Well, I mean, you'll be playing with us in person, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Have my mouth on
And
fire.
you'll bring me
Those
pizza.
old-fashioned ones.
And CJ will heat it up on the stove in a frying pan for me.
I mean, if it's cold, but it shouldn't be cold.
I guess if you just, I'll do it for you one time for you to try it. Then if you're like, this isn't worth it, then you can just microwave your pizza.
I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm too lazy for that to ever be worth it for me. I'm always going to microwave my pizza if I have to do it myself.
It's
Why
just,
can't you just make that change in your life?
The trick is to microwave for a second and then throw
Because,
it in the
like-
frying pan for a second.
Like, it takes
bottom
30
crispy.
seconds to microwave a pizza, and it
Yeah.
takes more than that to not microwave it, so...
yeah, but the difference.
Actually, it takes 0 time to not microwave a pizza.
Well, yeah.
but
But,
the
like, if
difference.
you're going to heat it in a frying pan, that takes more time.
Oh man, what's Cal got? But the difference in the
Bowl
texture
cut
of the
cheese and
pizza
fruit.
is just so much better on the frying pan.
I mean, that may very well be the case, but I don't care enough about the quality of the food that I eat. To, like, my time is more valuable to me than how good my food tastes.
That's fair.
Oh man. going like full Alex on us. It was Alex, right?
Yeah, Alex.
Kyle, what do you have?
What?
What do you bring to eat?
A salad?
Ah.
This
don't
healthy
have
ass
it.
motherfucker.
No, it was more of this is the only option.
Look at this healthy ass motherfucker by default. Because he has no other option.
Alright, so everyone's back and we'll get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
We got about like another hour and 10 minutes.
Talk to those hunter dudes. They figure out
I
what
want to
they're
talk
hunting.
to just the party first.
Okay.
No Talos people overhearing. Friends, I do think that we should go on this quest, but I also think that we should exercise judgment along the way. If we come to conclude that this quest is something we should prevent instead, I think we should be ready to change our allegiance if necessary.
Normally, I'd worry about switching sides so fast, Mr. Grand Troon, but I trust you.
I'm just saying, if it turns out that it's some sort of benevolent forest guardian that they are going to kill, we would not want to participate in that.
I see what you're saying. Also, do we know the leanings of Talos? I don't know. Like, you did rolls and figured out your stuff, but I don't know if... Like, we know that as a party.
CJ already
I
told
know
us.
that,
Well,
so I
CJ
can
already
tell
mentioned
you.
earlier that he's chaotic evil.
Yeah. He tends to lean into the forces of chaos.
Okay. So there's, like, definite potential that this is maybe not an evil creature they're killing, or could be a...
Yes.
But we also know
See what you're saying,
from
sir.
the Islanders that anybody who comes in here really doesn't make it out. So this thing could potentially just be murdering anybody that comes in.
I mean,
may
it
not
could be,
necessarily.
but it could also perhaps be protecting sacred ground of some sort.
Could, because
We'll
we
keep
still
an
don't
open
know
mind.
why the camps are here. They may be after something in the forest for all we know.
Indeed.
Throw the stuff in the mines.
Well, I won't be coming with you.
Why not?
I can't
Well.
in good consciousness help these people.
Okay. What about helping us?
Not even knowing what the beast is.
No. I'll be
Stringer, I encourage you to come with us on the off chance that we decide we do not wish to help them.
But if it comes to the chance that we do help them, I don't want to do that.
You could
Stringer,
simply
if
stay in the
what
back and not fight.
What part of it are you against?
All of the teachings of Talos are directly opposed to what I've built my life around.
But they may not be doing
That's
this
not the
as
problem.
Talos. They may just be hunting to hunt.
No, they are doing this for Talos. So, I will be removing myself from this situation.
But what we're saying is, do it for us.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I had to persuade.
Okay, Will, so, Stringer, what's your plans for now?
Do you have the gold for Jameer?
We do.
Well, Dan Troon does.
It's true. First mate can't true.
All right, I suppose I could send you with the gold to go and speak with him. As I recall, though, you were feeling rather ashamed about your previous engagements with him, were you not?
Yes, but you made it clear that once he accepted our payment, he would be working for us. So
Try not to get drunk this time.
Well, I don't know if he'll be working for us, but he will provide us, at the very least, the information that we need, and
Yes,
we will be
so
giving him a ride on the boat.
the gold is all I need.
All right, just be sure to be polite when you speak with him.
I will do that.
Here's the gold.
Remember to smile.
You
Good
now have the
customer
gold.
service is important.
Okay. So, you have the gold, and I take it you're leaving and going back to camp?
Sure.
Back to the
To camp.
town.
Yeah.
Right. The followers of Talos just kind of watch you as you, big lumbering man, just kind of, and you walk out. But no issue, and you head back to town. The rest of the party.
We remain.
Yes.
We want to go talk to the hunters.
Okay. You walk over to 3 hunters. They're all bearded, shaggy men wearing... They basically just look like the picture that Robert has.
I saw the group of hunters before I left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are they equipped with?
You just see they have bows and axes.
Cool.
And they're just like wearing pelts. And they're all just like, oh. They're doing the haka, like in a circle.
Nice.
Mouths full of pizza. Someone say something.
I mean, I'm not there anymore. So.
Okay, I'm not talking to you. I know this.
But you said someone.
Well, hello, hunting party.
Mm-hmm.
We had heard that you were heading into the deep woods to slay a great beast, and wondered if you might perhaps be in need of assistance.
The honey-sounding words of the small one are true. We are heading out to kill this great beast. Claimed many lives and absorbed much of the blood power within. We're going to skin it and bring its pelt back to Mishka for the celebration of the Thunder Crash.
I see.
So you guys just need its skin?
Hey, that's... I guess. We're gonna bring the
Is
whole...
it a magical beast of some sort, or
It might
just
be. No single man has bested it.
You've encountered it before, then?
Personally, no.
The tribe, I guess.
Yes.
What do they know of it?
No, that they are dead now. I just told you. What
Okay.
we know. None of our people
Well-
have come back from it.
we would be more than happy to join you and assist in slaying this monster.
Do you know what it looks like?
No.
Okay.
Probably just big. Big thing.
Alright.
He looks down and sees the thunder marks on your wrist and...
It's just the idea of everyone being like, we're gonna go fuck up this monster. What's it look like? We're gonna find that out.
We'll follow the corpses until we get to the source.
Do we even know it's big? Everybody's saying it's big. Do we really
They
know?
don't
has
know
to be
anything
big.
about it. They just know people are dying.
I find your laughing not very funny, robot man.
He just laughs with anticipation of great battle.
Indeed.
Okay. You can come if you want, as long as you do not steal the glory of Talos.
We
We would never wish to do that.
We just lie to them and trick them.
Okay?
Just trick them into killing something else. Like, oh, look at that bear. That's definitely it.
I'm picturing a scenario like in Monty Python where everybody thinks it's this big ass beast and it's this little,
It's a
little rabbit.
Maybe don't read ahead. All right. You can come.
Awesome.
We'll be leaving in 2 hours.
Sounds good.
All right. So, while they're prepping for stuff, back to Stringer, who has arrived at the Weathered Pick Inn Tavern.
Alright.
All of the above.
You're there.
Alright, I go inside.
You're already inside.
Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs.
You go upstairs.
And I'm just gonna do 2 knocks.
Do it on the table. Who is it?
Jameer, this is Stringer from the Wind Eater. I have your payment as requested.
About time. The door opens a crack and his hand comes out.
Put the gold in his hand.
You hear the money jingle and the pouch move about. It looks to be all in order. He opens the door, and as he opens the door, he sees that he's staring basically into your chest. And he's like, oh, it's the big one I see.
My apologies for my previous actions. I was quite inebriated when we first met.
Well, we can't all be on our best behavior all the time, I suppose. So, what is it that you need the great Jymm for? Alchemist extraordinaire.
We have been given a request from Zorzel from downstairs.
I'm familiar with her.
She would like us to help her make a drink, but she does not know the herbs or the spices required to make such a... Let's see, what did she want exactly? It was...
Unique brew.
A unique brew that had flavor unlike any other seen on the island.
Okay. I suppose we can work that out. It shouldn't be too difficult. You see, most of the ingredients you could likely find in the kitchen below. But the 3 ingredients, 3 plants I have heard of and seen samples for that I have not seen from any other island, will be the key to the drink. And these are... I'm going to need at least 1 bunch of Blood Thief. It's a crimson plant.
Only we had message.
1 bunch of Rose Thief, which I believe is on the western side of the island, where the Sunnis are. And then at least 5 stalks of Slickerish, which grows in the mossy swamp areas of the forest, I believe. And as you can probably imagine, it is dangerous, which is why I myself would never dream of venturing out there. But if you can bring me what I need, I can probably whip up a sample or 2 and get the recipe to that foolish young woman downstairs.
Very well. I will send on the word to my comrades, and we will begin looking immediately.
Okay. Dawdle not, my time is more precious than the food that I eat. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Shuts the door.
Throw away some of these old books.
So now what, Stringer?
You are outside the door of Jymm.
Okay. So I'm going to go back outside.
You're back outside.
Are there any small animals around? Birds, preferably?
I mean, sure. Like you're flying around in the air.
Okay. Then I am going to take some time to ritually cast Animal Messenger.
Okay.
So this will allow me to send a message to the rest of the group, as long as they're within... As long as they're within 50 miles.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I can send up to 25 words. So I'm going to send the list. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. That's 14. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, cool, that's 24. So I'm going to send this list of items to them. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to send 1 bunch of Blood Thief, Crimson Plant, 1 bunch of Rose Thief, west side of Isle, 5 stalks of Licorice in swamps. Slickerish. In swamps. For Jymm.
Will you?
Alright.
So, like, what happens?
I'm gonna describe Mr. Gantroon to the animal.
Okay.
So it's going to try and find him, and I'm also describing the Talos camp because that was the last place I saw him.
Okay.
So it's going to go there and then try and find him.
It goes there and there's like it talks at him, or what does it do?
Let's see. So. Let's see. It delivers the message to the creature that you described, replicating the sound of your voice. The messenger speaks only to a creature matching the description you gave. If the messenger doesn't reach the destination for the spell, the message is lost.
Okay. So you're like, bird.
Yep.
You take 10 minutes, and it flies over to the Talos camp. And it flies about, and it spots Mr. Gantroon by his trusty hat and oversized headphones. And boop, lands on his shoulder. Opens its little bird beak and then relays the message. After the message is done, it closes its bird beak, gets ready to take off, and then an arrow hits it and just pins it to a place. And then you see a guy pull out the arrow and be like, nice! And sticks it into a fire.
I thought I did one more thing before we go back to them completely.
Okay.
I head to the west side of the island.
Okay.
Oh man, I can't wait for the center to fuck him up.
Alright. So, you have been given the message. Mr. Gantroon, you are the only one who has it.
They're gonna hate
Well,
kids
my
who don't
friends,
have
we've
hair.
just received a message from Stringer. Good man that he is. He's done the work we've asked of him. We now know the herbs that we need to find. 1 piece of Blood Thief.
Bunch.
1 bunch of Blood Thief, a crimson plant. 1 bunch of
Rose Thief.
Rose Thief, a plant from the west side of the isle. And 5 bunches of Slickerish, a plant to be found in the forest swamps.
Oh, hey, man. There was some blood thief up when we were doing our blood binding ritual. We used the herb to complete it. We
Well,
can
that
go
is
get
quite
some.
convenient. We should perhaps grab another bunch while we're here.
Is there any left where
There's
we
a
went?
bunch of them over there, yeah, where you got them from.
Alright, I'll just grab a bunch.
One bunch.
You're just gonna
not
go-
a
you're
bunch.
Yeah,
just
well,
gonna-
like
you're
one bunch.
You're just gonna walk up and just grab it and then just walk off.
I mean, that's what we did last time.
Psychic damage!
Okay.
You could
mean, yes, that was what I was gonna
you
do.
could go find the bunch we already
Yeah, that
grabbed.
was it.
Well, we used it in our ritual, though.
What we did was rub it on ourselves, right?
I feel like
Does
my
that
party's just doing stupid
Take
stuff.
up the magic of it?
Okay,
Maybe.
We could just
you-
get fresh ones just in
Yeah,
case.
it's fine. You walk over and you gather just like a big handful
Just a bunch.
of Blood Thief off of the graves of all of these people.
All right, they're on the graves.
As you're doing so, the other followers of Talos are just like, what the fuck?
I mean, I have no reason to believe it's not bad. They did it earlier for our ritual.
And then like, Jymm is just like, what are you doing?
Wait, Jim, what's wrong? We got some earlier.
just-
Can we not just grab it?
Yeah, what? It's for rituals.
Oh.
Are we doing more rituals? Is someone else blood bonding with me?
We were hoping to convince our party member who left to get a blood binding ritual. We were going to bring some back for him. If I'm rolling. Oh no.
Oh my god!
That one.
11 plus whatever your modifiers are for.
For charisma?
It's
No,
like-
it's for deception. So
So charisma.
yeah.
So it's a 1. It could have been a 0. I did improve
Jymm
it.
narrows his eyes and he's just like, I thought we were of kin.
Alright, so I'm just going to tell him the truth now, I guess.
We're gonna make booze with it. Liquor?
How much?
Not sure exactly how much it'll make.
You bring some back here.
Yeah, I can. In fact, can I interest you in some mayonnaise?
What?
I take out my alchemy jug and
Oh
go,
my god.
mayonnaise! And I go, hold out your hands.
You're just gonna pour mayonnaise.
And I pour some mayonnaise on his hand.
No! What is this?
Taste it, it's delicious.
This looks as though it's the happy sauce!
It's not.
I can't wash my hands! First you steal, and then you besmirch my scimitars!
Just try the mayonnaise. I put the jug of mayonnaise
Oh, I pull out the half of my sandwich from earlier. I'm like, hey.
He's
maybe-
already gone. He's
Oh,
run
man.
away crying.
Whoop! Did you want some mayonnaise? Pour out some more mayonnaise. I got 2 gallons of this.
Okay.
I've just been waiting for a reason to use mayonnaise.
You can see a mild amount of fear in the other Talos worshippers' eyes.
We're just gonna alpha dog them with mayonnaise.
Pour seed into your hands. Beware of the seed witch. His bags are full of goats. And the happy sauce.
Now that that's done, and we toss the blood thief. That's it.
Yeah. We'll bring some back to Jymm, some booze when we make it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bad liar, guys. These nat ones today.
Okay, so
It's alright. You did your best.
So,
I feel like the mayonnaise really diffused that situation.
Totally.
So we're hunting something?
you guys went over. You walked away from them. So are you walking back to them?
Yeah.
did they see that everything that just
Everyone
went down?
saw them.
They
Everyone
saw it? Okay.
everything. They can't unsee it.
As you approach, the other warriors are kind of like the hunters are like, okay, so we're gonna go.
Alright.
All right, so most of the party, minus Stringer, follow the 3 hunters as they make their way into the woods. At first, you stay along well-worn trails in the earth, but eventually, you come to the end of where it seems most people venture. The path gives way to thick brambles and just like twigs and branches that have fallen from the trees above over the years. So you're almost up to your knees in just foliage. It's a rough walk as thorns and bits cut into your leg and through your pants. The Talos worshippers don't seem to mind. They talk of victory and glory to come. As you walk further, you start coming upon the remains of others who had ventured this far. Sunni, Talos, and miners, torn to shreds.
To shreds, you say?
Arms removed from chest, feet from legs, and such. Not so much eaten as just simply eviscerated. You continue until the concentration of bodies grows even more, and you find yourselves outside of a cave. One of the Talos guys looks and goes, "This must be it. We found it."
He goes inside in the cave and just eats him.
Indeed.
So what do we do?
This was your mission. Do you not know what you were wanting to do?
He's talking to the other people.
Oh, I thought he was talking to us.
Well, we can use the offlanders as bait, draw it out into an ambush. Sounds good.
Or, counterpoint, I happen to have another goat.
Okay.
Maybe we could bait it with a goat, and then we could all jump on it. Team attack.
That could certainly work.
To the
Let's
rest.
go for it.
Yeah, to the rest of my party. How does this sound, guys?
Well, I don't know why you're looking over at me.
I'm looking at the others, but feeling it? Feeling good? Alright.
Shot.
Pull out a goat.
Hey, you pulled out the goat.
Go. Top. Actually, someone give me a hand, and we'll give it a throw towards the cave.
Give it the old heave ho.
Yeah, give it the old heave ho. What's the heave
You
ho?
don't want to slather it in some mayonnaise first?
Oh, that's a good point. We'll make it more. I take out the mayonnaise, boop, and just give it a nice, nice
Lovely
covering.
coating.
I love mayonnaise. It's smooth mayonnaise you eat it.
As you pour the mayonnaise atop the goat, the look of fear in the eyes of the Talos men return.
Put my mayonnaise back up.
Okay.
All right, so me and Mr. Gantroon are gonna toss it towards the mouth of the cave.
All right. Do athletics check for me. Each of you.
Boom. 17.
8.
Well, working together, you do manage to throw it
Spin.
out from where you're standing still in the brambles to the very small clear patch right outside of the cave. And it lands right in the middle of this, like 4x4 area outside of the cave.
Okay.
And you wait.
And we wait.
After a few moments,
I don my shield.
good, you hear the big, heavy thump of paws. Or of some, but like scary. And what emerges from the cave is a large beast, looking like a bear. The bear, rather than having fur on its arms, it almost looks like it has scaly nubs of skin that run from paw up to whatever I guess it would be its shoulder.
Also, that was fast, Robert.
Damn. Trevor be crazy. Sounds like me when I wake up in the morning. And in its eyes look almost hollow, with dark red coals burning deep within. It sees the goat slathered in mayonnaise. And approaches cautiously at first. Smelling the condiment, it is almost taken aback by the oddness.
They all love mayonnaise.
But then eventually begins gorging itself on the carcass,
Nice.
seemingly unaware of the trap that has been laid.
Does anybody have good knowledge of nature?
I
Check this thing
whisper
out.
to my everyone around us. Does anyone recognize that?
Not very nature inclined.
It's intelligence. IR, not smart.
I have decent.
Make a decision.
from intelligence.
Who's doing it?
Who wants to? I'll do it. Bam, 16.
Nice.
You know it is not a bear.
Oh man, that's
That's
high
not a bear.
intelligence checks.
That's no bear I've ever seen.
I'll try a religion check. 18.
You do not see it to be any sort of religious entity. But as you're pondering deep in thought and going deep into your vault of religious knowledge, you lose track of where you are. And you tilt slightly to the side, stepping onto a dry branch, letting out a loud crack. The beast, with now a little mustache of mayonnaise, raises its face and looks at you all, ready to fight. Talos followers, no longer feared of mayonnaise, raise their weapons and shout. Now, roll for initiative. They don't yell that would be silly.
Roll for initiative!
That would actually be a pretty fun battle cry.
Why did I open a calculator?
Your
Okay,
deity's
good thing
name
I
is
didn't roll for
initiative,
that.
so you roll for initiative.
Alright, so what do we all got?
Oh,
Screwed.
17.
Yeah, at 15.
Okay, what about you?
11.
Prometheus, Artemus, what do you got?
4.
Oh.
13.
Alright, so someone had Robert, you said had 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what would you say yours was 13?
11.
11, okay. So, getting all this set up. Yeah. Alright, so then we got such a huge party.
Yep.
Alright. What did you say you had, Artemis?
13.
Oh, oops. Yes. Switch those around. We got Sam, and then lastly, we got ourselves a Carl. Alright, Bert. Quick on the uptake, you're the first to move.
Yeah, but what
You
to
are
do?
back about 10 feet in rough terrain, don't forget.
Okay. Then I'm gonna Knowledge Arcana it initially.
Okay.
Bam. 17, 19.
You definitely sense strong magic emanating from the bear, specifically in its stomach.
Okay. As my interaction, I go, I'm feeling strong magic from that, coming from the gut.
Would you call that a gut feeling?
Oh my God, we're done.
The next. Oh man, I do not want to jump into the middle of that shit.
But mayonnaise goat will protect you.
Yeah, I wish I had corpse explosion.
Remember, just WWJD.
What would
Jymm do?
Oh man, Jymm would go.
Jim going. Get
Jymm would
fucked
go
up.
so hard into that.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone's in like the brambles and stuff, and then
Okay.
it's a little ways to a clearing. Huh?
Oh man, this is gonna be weird. All right. So, what are you doing?
I'm
Make a
gonna,
decision. Trevor P. Crazy's here.
I'm gonna
You're
take
under
a-
pressure.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a
he's one
dodge.
of our channel's best dudes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a dodge action.
Going to
Yeah,
dodge.
I don't wanna
All
go
right,
forward first.
That's totally fine. All right, Mr. Gantroon.
All right. So it's difficult terrain, you said. So can I make it all the way up to the bear?
No,
Or
you
everything.
because you have 25 move speed, right? Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in 10 feet of that, so that costs 20 feet by itself,
Okay.
and then you could get out of it.
All right. I'm gonna just push forward and get out of it then, and then also take up a dodge stance.
Fair enough. All right. Upon seeing you approach, the beast lumbers forward with its claws, bearing, because it's a bear. Did it.
Oh, but mine was bad.
As it pulls back a paw, you see that there is almost a crimson-like mist that comes over it, and it swipes to hit you.
Oh man, everyone's coughing.
But it misses,
Good
and as
audio.
it does so, it actually cleaves away an entire, 10-foot line of rough terrain, leaving it
Jesus.
bare on the ground.
Dang, that is a strong hit.
Sorry.
That was the
Bear
double
on
check. Okay, the bear then attacks again, but this time opening its mighty maw to let forth a cripplingly loud roar.
What's your roar?
Yeah.
And,
Sound like a hamster.
okay, everyone needs to roll a...
A what save?
Sorry, I'm looking at it again to see what it was.
I assume if you're doing a fear attack, that's usually a charisma save.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, charisma then, yeah.
Christmas.
Save the wisdom.
I mean, it's like usually like charisma, wisdom, or intelligence, one of those three, but usually charisma.
15.
Okay, who got less than a 15?
Me.
I got exactly a 15.
Then you're good. So less than a 15?
Me.
Okay, everyone who has less than a 15 is now scared. Not only are you scared, but your eyes swim in your head and you feel dizzy. It feels like it'll be harder to hit things now.
Lovely.
So, for 1d4 turns... So, for 2 turns, you are frightened and you take a -4 on attack rolls.
That's a strong debuff.
Alright. But, luckily, Artemis is now up to bat and she's gonna save the day.
I'm scared now.
You are scared now.
What does frightened do?
You have disadvantage on all attacks against it, and you cannot move towards it, and it has advantage on attacks on you.
Jesus Christ.
Boo.
You have so many numbers.
Yeah.
You didn't think the super beast of lore was just going to be a rabbit? Okay.
How far away am I from it?
You are...
Yeah, I was gonna pass until the Talus guys got it first.
You are... sorry. You are 35
Up
feet
into
away
the
from
shields.
it, and 10 feet
Mhm.
of it is rough terrain. You are all in rough terrain right now.
Okay. And then
Then...
Man, this is a rough fight.
Yes,
If
it's gonna
only they
be,
had
He
someone
says
to
from the
buff them.
sidelines.
He says
it's gonna
from
be a toughie.
nothing. He says from the other side of the island. We're gonna have to do some.
Well, I mean, they're up north, so I'm not.
Oh, that's true.
Like other side.
Well, you're on the other side.
Yeah.
You're on the
Yeah,
left
you went
side.
to the other side.
All right. I got. Did you send another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my god.
I guess I will take a shot with my bow and arrow then.
Okay, shoot that bow.
Pew pew.
And it's -4 to the roll.
Correct.
Okay, so that's a 20 minus 14 plus 6.
And you also are on disadvantage, so you have to roll again and take the lower one.
Okay. So the -4 paired with my +4 for using the short bow evens that out to 20, and the other one is a 3 -4 + 4, so 3.
Okay, you don't hit though.
I missed. That first one would have been nice.
Yeah.
All right. It is now time for the first Talos warrior to step up to fight the beast. And he cries, "No one of Talos is afeared of a single beast," and draws his axe across his chest. And as he does so, the blood that trickles out changes from a crimson to a dark blue. And he rushes in to fight the bear. He swings with both of his axes. And... no! Wrong button. The first one falls just short, but the second one sinks deep into its left eye, dealing an amount of damage. The bear creature howls in pain. His brothers follow suit, carving meat out of their chests, running forward with blue dripping down to their knees. All ganging around and swinging with all they have. The second swings, and he misses. Misses twice, in fact, and is overcome with frustration at his own failings. The third one, though, swings and lands a critical hit.
Oh, man.
Hitting the pair right below, I guess it's bear elbow. Whatever that part's called on a bear.
The bear bow.
The bear bow. He hits, dealing tremendous damage, sending blood flying everywhere, and his second swing, although guided by the hand of Talos himself, is his second crit.
Jesus.
Dang.
That guy's good.
This time he hits it on the inside of the bear bow, and the bear didn't like that at all. So there's just blood just spraying out of this one bear's front limb. Something that Rain can now capitalize on. Maybe. I don't know. It's your turn.
Blood rain.
Rain blood.
Where am I in relation to the bear? Am I close to him?
No, you are all 35 feet away from him.
We're all 35 feet. Okay, I'm gonna try to do an investigation check, I guess, to see if there's any like obvious vulnerabilities or something strange about him.
Go for it.
Huh?
I told everyone about its magic gut. The magic.
Well, I don't know if there's any like weird, like if we can see
no.
something on him.
Okay.
I probably don't. Well, I guess it would be investigation. So that's a 9.
Right, having no clues to draw from, your investigation bears no fruit.
Cool. Well, where did my spells go?
So the bear is now like in a little U surround because he's a large creature, by the way. So he's a 2x2 block.
So he's not in any cover, even though he's surrounded.
No.
For like if I shoot a
You can
ranged
you
attack.
can hit him over top of anyone.
Oops.
No, he's a big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
He is covered on two sides completely by Gantroon and then by the 3 Talos guys. So he has 2 sides of the square still bare and open.
Okay. Where did that spell go? I want to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Okay.
I'll make a spell attack against him. And I take a disadvantage and a -4, correct?
Are you doing the spell attack?
It is a spell attack.
Then yes.
Oh boy. Oh, that was a 6. So that is pretty bad. That won't hit, I'm sure. Because it's a -4 plus.
Just give me that final number.
7.
That doesn't hit at all.
That one doesn't hit.
All right, Prometheus, you're up.
I would like to move out of the rough terrain.
Okay. That's 20 feet of your movement. And you still have another
After that.
15 feet before you get to the bear. Oh, sorry, no, the bear has moved up. I am totally sorry. I forgot that he did that. So, yeah, you can get to the bear in another step if you want to get onto one of his open sides.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and move in.
Okay. The bear is now within spanking range.
Let's spank that bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing both of my scimitars.
When did you... okay. I was like, when did you get scimitars?
No, he has Jymmitars.
No one else can have Jymmitars. Until you pry them from his cold, dead Jymm hands.
But then they wouldn't be Jymmitars, they'd just be scimitars.
Well, you don't know if his
Or
Jymmitars
will
are special.
you become Jymm once you pick them up?
Mm-hmm.
So, would it, if you took him from his cold, like if he died and then you cut off his hands, would you have Jymm?
Yes,
hands?
it's exactly
Jim
like the movie The
Henson's-
Santa Claus. You become the next one.
Oh,
I know you're gonna try like a Jim Hands thing.
yeah. The Jim
First
Henson
swing is
joke.
a
Yeah.
9.
Shutting that down.
I mean, yours is worse. Where you become Jim, that's terrible.
Yeah, there is always a Jim.
It's always just Jim.
It's like how there's always a lighthouse. Always a Jim. Anyway, so you're hitting him.
Yeah, so the first swing was a 9.
Sorry.
That nope.
And the second swing is a 23.
23. 23 hits.
Okay. Let's roll for. Oop, that's the wrong one. Strength, that is 9 damage.
All right. You cut the bear in his back bits. Oh, I accidentally started recording for like 9 minutes. Oh no.
Mm.
All right. The bear is wounded. Bert, how will you capitalize on this bear?
All right, I am going to create a turret.
You have created a turret.
Okay.
Oh.
I think he has to pick some effect or something to go with it.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I was going to see how far I can place it in front of me. Oh, it's only within 5 feet.
Yeah, that was right next to you. So the turret is
Yep, it
also
is.
in rough terrain.
Yeah, it sucks. But I'm going to make a defender turret. Pow!
Kapow.
And then I will tell him to move 15 feet. That's all he can walk.
Oh, then he can't even get out.
He's very, yeah. I was gonna see if he's. Yeah, he only has 15 feet at a
Just
time.
imagine it's on like
Ching, 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 ching.
So he can
spider
make it.
legs.
He doesn't get out of the rough terrain, but he makes it to the panel right outside of the rough terrain.
Okay.
What does
And
a
then
defender do?
he can radiate. Is anyone within 10 feet of him then?
Yes, the 3 Talos guys and Gantroon are.
Okay. Then he emits a burst of positive energy, which gives them temporary hit points equal to a d8 and my intelligence modifier.
Dang, that's pretty good.
So they get 10
That's good.
temporary hit points.
Nice.
Ew. All this?
That's all you do. No, it's only for the Talos guys and Gantroon.
Yes.
And then I'm going to make my movement, and move forward, I guess as far as I can up behind my turret.
Okay.
Can I get to
If you stay behind the turret.
that? I can move past it, right?
No, I'm asking. Well, because you said behind my turret.
Sorry, for some reason I thought I could only move as far as my turret. No, I'm going to move in front of the turret.
Okay. Well, you can't because there's. We'll say you move up next to the turret. You're out
That's
of
fine.
rough terrain.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, that's fine.
You can
Yeah.
move out. Because in my brain, the spacing is now. If you just send him straight forward, he is directly behind one of the Talos guys. So there is no space.
Okay. Then yeah, then I move up.
The Talos
next
guys and
to it.
Gantroon kind of have a line blocking the space of where
Okay.
you can't move out of them.
Then I move next to that.
But okay, and is that it?
I
can't know if you can do anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it, I think.
All right, Mr. Gantroon, what are you going to do to this bear?
Okay, so I want to move up
Yeah,
now.
somebody goes
Well,
like
am I
that.
now in range of this bear? Like it's
Yeah,
moved
the
up
bear
to
is
me?
coming to you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like looking right at his face then, correct?
You're looking at the side of his face, yeah.
Okay. Well, I then want to slam a jam my axe right into his face.
All right. Slam and jam that axe right into his face.
That's going to be an 8.
That's going to be a miss.
That's what I thought. All right.
All right. The bear rears up again, smelling the blood coming from the chest wound of the chalice man in front of him, and takes a mighty swing. His paw turning red once again. And it connects very hard, almost critically so, into the chest, swiping away his entire upper torso, leaving only a stump of 2 legs that dance for a moment before falling to the ground.
Good thing you had that temporary hit points to keep your legs alive.
Says Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
The bear, upon relishing in the blood of its fallen victim, opens its mouth wide. Wider than it seems it should naturally be able to do so. And from its mouth sprays 2 swarms of bees.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
What nightmare fuel is this
Did
thing?
you just get this from Crap Guide?
No.
Original character, do not steal.
That's Grapple Gene.
Yeah, just a different video. Oh man.
And the first swarm flies over and envelops Mr. Gantroon.
Swarm enemies suck.
And the second closes in on a Talos follower to his left. But they do not do anything because it is not their turn. They are just placed there on you. How can Artemis turn this around?
Probably not very well since I'm still scared.
Oh, yeah, I was frightened. I couldn't move towards.
Oh shit, yeah, you could.
Some back
So,
row.
whoop, rewind. I forgot about that. Sorry, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh man, it's bug time. Next turn. That's a rabbit that shoots bees out of its eyes.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're doing something similar where it's an animal that shoots bees out of it.
I want to shoot bees out of my eyes.
Do you?
Sounds painful.
I mean,
Okay.
magically, I assume.
A 7 and a 15.
Neither of those hit.
Okay. Well, it was on disadvantage, so.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, none of those were high enough. Alright. The one Talos worshipper who ran in first has seen his brother fall, and he understands that's just part of the game. So, he cries again and holds up his axes high. They glow blue. And he digs them both into his chest. And falls over dead.
Alright.
His back begins to open slowly.
Gross.
And from it emerge what looks to be blue ethereal vipers that then seemingly swim through the entire party, enriching you and filling you with strength. Any fear gripping your heart is gone, and your sword arm feels light.
Talos!
So, for let's see. For the next 4 rounds, you have 20 temporary hit points,
Damn.
advantage on all of your attacks, and you cannot be frightened.
Advantage on all what?
Attacks.
Nice.
The second the third Talos, the guy who felt pretty good about getting those 2 crits, swings again.
Oh,
He keeps
I will
swinging,
get that. Oh, you'll get it? Okay.
and he gets him. He gets him with 1, dealing a pretty light amount of damage. The wound isn't very deep. So, Rain, your hunting comrade has laid down his life to protect yours. How will you respect his sacrifice?
That's a good question. I'm real concerned. I want to know more.
You're real concerned. You want to know more.
I want to try an animal
A
handling check.
Okay, that will be an action then.
How big it? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, no questions. Just do.
Doing it. Oh fuck. That one. What are these now ones. I've been
We'll be
rolling all
back.
good.
We have Girl Scouts.
Okay.
Tell them their cookies are gross.
Okay.
So I feel like, how are you gonna handle this like demon bear?
Well, with
Fine.
that roll, I'm not.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not
obviously.
necessarily demonic.
All I know is that ain't no bear.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it not an
depending on
animal.
What it is.
That's true, I guess.
Well, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. In fact, your attempt to do so has enraged the bear.
He gets berserker. He gets barbarian rage.
And he looks that as though his hits will maybe be even stronger than before.
Oh man.
Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna roll anymore. I'm just gonna. My dice is in timeout.
Alright. Let's see. Swan.
Oh wow, grants itself that hit points too.
Alright. So,
Wait, do I get advantage?
no, it's just on attack rolls. Kyle is too overcome by the sight of all this, and he loses a turn.
Alright, because he's gone.
But unfortunately,
Girl Scout cookies, man.
the swarm of bees does not lose any of their turns, and they begin to attack Mr. Gantroon
Girl Scout cookies aren't that good.
with stings and bites.
Says you.
Yeah, that's what I just
Does a
said.
19 hit Mr. Gantroon?
A 19 is my AC.
So it does hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you will be taking 12 damage.
Okay. Is that attack magical or not?
It is not magical.
Okay. Because my new feat reduces non-magic damage that I take by 3.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, plus you got that 30 extra hit
It's
points.
20 extra.
Well,
They,
10
they,
from-
do, they do not stack. It's always the highest value.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
So yeah, you do not have 30 extra hit points. You have 20.
That would have been rad.
No.
That's why they don't do that.
Girl Scout.
Kyle's
Girl
back.
Scout cookies. Feedback.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
Had to buy some Thin Mints.
The swarm of insects that were surrounding the one Talus follower that killed himself have moved on and actually begun swarming and stinging at your turret.
Stop it.
Bzz.
What's its AC?
18.
Oh damn. Yeah, they got it.
No.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got it.
How is this gonna work?
It's dead.
What do you mean?
Bye, Ernie.
Just because I'm trying to remember how we're doing crits. And then... Because this thing does 4d4 of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One of those d4s would be a 4, the rest you have to roll.
Yeah. That's how
Right.
we were doing it. It was.
Well, it's... Yes, for that one. Because it's not 2 hits, it's 1 hit. Yeah, you're correct. Sorry. So it's 4. Okay, your turret takes 15 damage.
It's still kicking.
Okay. And now it brings it back to Bert.
Right down itself. There we go. Okay. So it's me. I'm like, get the fuck off my turret, and I tell it to pulse more energy. So does that replenish people's temp hit
No,
points?
that would only replace it if they're lower than 10.
Okay. It might as well. It gets itself too. So okay. So yeah. So it'll just pulse, and then if it ever goes lower, then
So, like, if your turret had 20 temporary hit points and it just took 15 damage, it'd be at 5. So it would
Yeah.
just go up to 10. That's all it would happen.
well, would it go up by whatever I roll whenever it?
Oh, yeah. It would go up by... it would just replace whatever you roll if it's more than 5.
Okay.
It wouldn't go up from 5.
Right. It's not refilling
Right.
temporary. It's
So
just,
if you rolled 6, it would just be 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still worth a roll. Bam.
There you go.
6, 9. So it gets 9 instead of 5, and then anyone within 10 feet also gets that 9.
So does that replace my current temporary HP?
No, only
Only
if it was less than 9.
9. Mm-hmm.
Just whatever the highest one is what's
Yes,
staying.
you only ever have the
Okay.
highest. So everyone but that turret got additional 20. We got 20 temporary hit points,
Oh,
replacing the 10.
did the turret not also get the
No, the
additional
turret
hit
did
points?
not get that.
Okay, then it's also a little different.
Because the turret is not a party member. It is a construct.
It's a member of my party.
Well, it took more damage then.
Okay.
Yeah, how much
so
health does your turret have?
starts with 20, but it gives itself the temporary hit points whenever it pulses. So
Nice.
it was at 30 when it got hit.
That's a pretty decent chunk of HP.
Mm-hmm. So where is it in relation to Kyle and Gantroon? Because Kyle's outside of
It
it.
cannot hit Kyle with the pulse. It can hit Mr. Gantroon with it, though.
Okay. Then I want it to... Can it walk to where it can hit both of them?
Yes.
15 feet? I want it to do that.
Okay. It moves right there.
Scraggle. But I said it pulsed earlier, so it already pulsed and hit it and Gantroon.
Oh, but it also
And-
gets, if it's trying to move out, it takes an attack of opportunity
Oh.
from the things. And, oh, fuck. What did you say, it was 18?
Yeah.
Okay, they hit, so it takes 4d4 again.
Jesus.
This is an endgame monster you're trying to fight.
Okay, it took 13.
For this island, anyway.
Okay. Then I am going to shoot, I guess, firebolt at that swarm of fucking bees.
Go for it.
Fucking bee swarm, sons of bitches, get off my turret! God. 9, 11.
Does not hit,
Yeah, that figures.
but you have advantage.
Oh, that's true. Nope.
Okie
Oh,
doke.
man.
Shit rolls are shit.
Ah, you just stop coughing.
Yeah, because we got, what, the hit points and advantage, right?
Hit points and advantage, and you cannot be frightened for 3
That was the other
turns.
thing. Okay. Cool.
Alright, Mr. Gantroon.
Okay, you can tell me if I'm not allowed to try and do this, but what I want to try and do is take my axe and swing it so that the blade is sideways and it goes through like the swarm of bees and then slaps onto the side of the bear.
You cannot
Like-
hit more than one enemy with your axe.
Unless you have cleave.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Just trying to fly slaughter those guys.
Yeah, that was my hope, is that I could fly swatter them into the bear. I feel like I probably can't just attack the bees with my axe, so I think I'm
You
actually
can.
swinging at the bear. I can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Swarmities or what was the thing Swarmities got that made them super shitty?
They can move onto your space.
Yeah, so they're just on your space, but you can try to hit them, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that then.
Okay.
Let's see. That's going to be a 16.
Okay. That hits.
Awesome. Then 6 damage.
Okie doke.
And I am going to use my
Reduce damage from weapons.
action surge
Probably from physical weapons,
to
yeah.
take another swing at the bees.
Go for it, my dude.
Going to be a 15.
That hits.
And it's going to be 11 damage.
Okay. They're still buzzing. They're buzzing and biting you.
All right.
It's fine. It's empty.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
We're going to acknowledge those bees.
Alright. The bear turns to you, Mr. Gantroon, and decides to smack you. And he's going to smack you. Oop, not 2d20. And he's going to hit you real good with his glowing red paw. And he's going to deal 21 damage.
Ooh. And the glowing paw, I'm guessing, is magic, correct?
Okay, you can make that guess.
I mean,
you
you
can
have
guess
to-
that.
Like, I need you to tell me, am I taking 3 less damage or not?
I'm telling you, you are taking... I know the rule now. I'm telling you, you are taking
Okay.
21 damage.
All right.
And you are also... Oh, could you do a strength check for me as well?
Yeah. That is going to be 15.
Okay. You manage to hold your ground and are not knocked backwards.
Work.
Does this bear still have mayonnaise on its face?
The bear does still have mayonnaise on its face,
It looks ridiculous.
and it licks some of the blood from its paw. Now its turn is over.
Just sling mayonnaise all over it.
I can throw more mayonnaise on it.
Artemis, what you got?
It just smells.
Yeah.
I can't hear her mic anymore.
Sorry. I turned my mic all the way up.
I can make something smell
It was off.
within 10 feet.
I have a question.
Yes.
I doubt I'll be distracted though.
I have something that happens once per turn if attacking with a weapon. Does my bow and arrow count?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, does it just say a weapon or does it say melee weapon?
It's Colossus Slayer. I need to look it up. But I believe.
Have this information ready. That's when you with a weapon attack. Okay, yeah, that does count for bows.
Okay, cool.
Shit.
So, and then, so the first one is a 17 plus, and it's mod and proficiency for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Plus my fighting style will be plus 6, so 23.
Okay, that hits.
Have advantage.
And then, so I do my 1d6 plus a 1d8. My 1d6 is a 5. My 1d8 is a 1. So 6.
Okay. You have damaged it.
Yay.
What does Colossus Slayer do?
If a creature is below. Well, wait a minute. Is it only for Colossus?
Is it only for what?
Colossal-sized enemies?
No, this is when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes 1d8 extra damage if it is below its hit point maximum.
Okay.
Yeah, it
So-
never specified the size on it.
So
Gotcha.
it has to be injured.
And it
Yes.
takes what?
Gotcha.
Just
Because I
extra
saw
an extra
giant
D8.
and then hordes. I'm like, wait, does it matter if it's a type of creature?
Hmm.
Okay. The one Talos guy jumps onto the back and attempts to grapple the creature. He, unfortunately, is thrown far away and is slammed into the side of the cave.
Oh no.
He sort of slumps over, looking to be rather dazed, possibly dead. You can't tell in the heat of battle as it stands right now. Rain, your comrades are in danger. How are you gonna help them out?
Do you think this maybe looks kind of like it might be?
You can't ask anyone for questions.
Huh?
You can't ask questions to anyone. You just gotta
I'm
do
more
it.
thinking out loud.
Okay.
I guess I
Go with
will.
your Gert.
I'm gonna try. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on him. It's a
Okay.
melee spell attack.
Okay, so you need to move up to melee range then.
Oh, mine's not next to him.
It's
No.
inflict wounds is a touch attack, isn't it?
It's a melee spell attack.
Yeah, you need to move
Then
up.
yeah,
okay.
You need to move up 10 feet. You can do that in your turn if you want. You have
Yeah.
Okay.
I do that.
You take up the space where that Talos guy was, and then he went, oh shit, and got thrown behind him and slammed into the cave.
Okay. So I have advantage still?
Yes. You have advantage for one more go.
Gotcha. That's a 19. And then a 17.
Neither of those hit.
Bummer. Well, I tried.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really.
Bert's friend Prometheus.
I was gonna say me again.
What are you doing?
Let's see. So I'm still next to it, right?
You're still next to it.
Quick question on 2 weapon attacks. Do I get advantage on both swings?
No, you only get advantage on the first one.
On the first one, okay. Well, I'm still gonna swing.
Swing that thing.
So, that first one is a 23,
Okay. That hits.
and that does 10 damage.
Okie doke.
And then the second one is an 11.
Alright. Like 11.
11 to hit.
Okay,
So
that
I
does not
assume it
hit.
does not hit.
Alright. You've dealt mighty damage. But these bees want to kill this turret.
Fuck those bees, man. Fuck my turret, bees.
They hate it so much.
Wish you guys weren't next to my turret.
Oh.
Oh, boom.
These bees are so good at killing. They see the weakness with their Sharingan bee eyes, and they land a crit.
Do they deal more than 1 damage?
Yes.
The turret's dead. You fucking bees!
Alright, and after killing those bees, the bees then reposition themselves, occupying the same space as Kyle, as Prometheus. And then,
Oh man, in his berserker armor.
excited by the kill the brothers
you
have
say
brought,
bees
the other swarm of bees continues to attack Mr. Gantroon. And they just barely beat out your AC, and they're going to hit you with some damage.
Me?
Yes.
The mic's been cutting out a bit. Okay.
Okay. So you said you get -3 for non-magical, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You take 9 damage.
Alright.
Alright. And as you gear up to fight, you hear the clanging of plate mail armor
Oh, Jesus.
and other sounds
Oh boy.
as a group of Sunni warriors appear from the trees to your side,
Everyone wants to fight this thing.
brandishing swords. It's right where they said he would be! They would be. Right where he said they would be. Come, brothers, for Sunni! And we'll have to see where it picks up next time.
Alright.
Oh, are we calling it for the
Yeah.
day?
That
Okay.
cliffhanger.
All right.
Dun
Then.
dun dun.
What a cliffhanger! Yeah.
And we'll be resuming in about 4 months.
No,
You're right in the middle of that fight.
we just won't be playing next week,
Or the week after that.
or the
Or the week after that.
by the week
Yes,
after that one.
Because I'm taking at least a 2-week break.
Okay, 2 weeks then,
At least.
at least.
Prometheus and Artemis are gone for at least 3.
Then
Where y'all
we'll-
gonna be?
Then we'll take
Yeah,
at least
you
a
guys-
3-week break.
Are you guys taking a 3-week vacation?
Kyle.
Okay.
What?
Where you guys gonna be?
So the next 2 weekends we're going to be in Florida, and then after that I'm going to be at my parents for at least one
Nice.
Nice. What you doing in Florida?
vacation.
Hell yeah!
Alright, and we're going to
Part of the city,
raid
dog.
into Mr. Ghost Delicious. I'm saying his name wrong. He's playing Dark Souls 3, which is awesome, so we're going to hang out with him.
So,
Ghostasius,
My-
Ghostasius.
I think.
my next turn, I was gonna drop a flamethrower turret for this fucking bees!
So anyway, we will see
Yeah.
you guys on Monday. We're going to be picking up with Assassin's Creed, and we'll see you around this table at some point in the future.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.